Well, I think we're live. We definitely have internet issues, and this is probably going to be an absolute fucking shit show. But if you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. Everybody else, bottoms up.
Giver.
And here's my guest, David. I don't know how to be quiet, Tomes, and Roy. Shut up, Baker.
Shit show.
All right, welcome.
How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm great.
Hey, how are you? Like, okay, when this accident happened today, were you like on the bike?
Yes, and it happened last night.
Last night? Yeah. It did. Can you just?
Yeah,
can
I
you
was on my
tell
way
me
to
what-
practice last night in Ottawa.
Can you tell me what happened?
And some dickhead decided he wanted to use my lane more than I did. So he just took it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you hit the dirt? Did you hit the pavement?
No. I was able to hold it up, but
How fast were you going?
not that fast. Like I was just merging from one road to another. And that guy came off the off ramp and decided he was just going to take my fucking lane. And like the stupid prick made eye contact with me before fucking shoving into my lane too.
As
Really?
if, eh?
Yeah.
What did he like?
No, he
side-
says he couldn't
did he
fucking.
side-
You didn't see
side-
me.
Oh, he hit you with his front.
Yeah,
his
like it
front
took the
driver's
whole-
side, eh?
Yeah, it took the quarter panel and the fucking wheel well, and his headlights were laying on the road, and it wasn't a whole lot of fun. So the way he swiped into me, his front end, the front corner came into right on the side of my bike, and it dented in my exhaust, took my foot pegs off and crushed those. I have no rear brake pedal. The frame that holds my leg fairings on is all fucking bent in, and that's
Holy
hanging
fuck.
off. Basically, and it like kind of crushed my fucking leg pretty good.
And,
If
it crushed,
if
it
I didn't
could
have
or
that
it did.
frame, like if I was on, like a sports style bike that doesn't have that frame sticking out there, I probably wouldn't have a leg.
Holy fuck, man.
Well,
So that was fun.
as your
Well,
attorney, I need to tell you that
you're still. I'm glad you're still with us and made it to live another day.
you're
me
injured
too.
and you have intense emotional distress, and your wife is suffering from loss of consortium,
Yeah, all of those things are true.
and you don't need a wreck, you need a check.
He doesn't need a wreck. He needs a check. Yeah. Well,
I
hopefully
need
a
a fucking
lawsuit.
bike.
Well, not
is
a
what I need.
lawsuit, but it was it their fault? Obviously, I guess.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, it
So
was absolutely their fault.
fuck. So is your bike toast?
I was able to drive it out of there. I was only like
Oh, okay.
500 yards from practice.
Oh my god.
You were almost there. Wow.
Yeah. Like I just had a 2-hour ride on the highway. Glad it didn't happen on the fucking highway where you're doing, 120, 130. But yeah, it was because it was just changing roads. Like we were probably, but either way, like I wouldn't be able to drive the bike home. There's no way I could take it down the highway without having rear brakes or a place to put my leg, and even trying to make a right-hand turn, like I got nowhere to put my fucking foot except just to hang it down. So I just gotta like hold it way up in the air like I'm a gymnast from hitting the ground when I turn.
That's heavy duty, man.
Just a pain in the dick.
So how'd you get home?
I had my girlfriend come pick me up.
Your girlfriend? I thought you were married.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the same person.
So either way, fucking, I had to get a ride home after practice. Fucking, bit of a shit show. The fucking prick too. Like I'm positive he saw me. Like he fucking made eye contact with me before fucking swiping over to my lane. Like I yelled at him, "What the fuck are you doing?" smashed into me anyways. And then he gets out of his car and starts looking around his car, like picking up the headlight that's laying on the fucking road and shit like that. Not one even shoulder check. Hey, are you okay? Nothing. Just smashes into me and then looks at his car, checks it out. Fucking. That was definitely a sign of personal growth for me. Because I just stayed on the bike. I didn't go and remove the old man's head.
Oh, was it an old guy?
Older than me. It's hard to tell with Chinese people. You know, how old are they? My buddy had a Chinese wife, and she was like 68, but I would have thought she was 35.
So it was a Chinese guy?
Yeah, he couldn't even speak English.
Mm.
When I yelled at him, I was like, "You're not even going to ask if I'm okay after you smashed into me, you fucking dickhead." And he kind of looks over at me and he goes, sorry, police, sorry. That's all he could say.
Wow.
Luckily, there was some other dude that lived in the apartment there right there that spoke Chinese. He was able to come fucking like mediate. But not a fun day. I'm glad I wasn't on one of those little pieces of shit like fucking Uncle Jim rides, because I wouldn't have a leg right now.
Were there any charges, or is it a straight up insurance thing?
Yes, like the cops didn't even fill out a report. Nothing. Told me to go to the collision center in the next 2 days. I'm like, I fucking live in Pembroke. How the fuck do you want me to get there? I don't even have a fucking vehicle anymore because this dickhead just smashed it.
Can't ride the bike.
Not on the highway. I mean, it still runs, but
I sideswiped a dump truck once, but it was my fault.
well, that was stupid of you. It's a
I
fucking
don't have
dump truck. How do you not see it?
I was high on Xanax and was drowning from heroin.
Well, that'll do it, eh?
I passed out a little. I passed out. I closed my eyes for like 2 seconds and then drifted into the other lane, and I woke up to him honking at me. And
You know,
he clipped my crash bar. He clipped the front bumper, clipped it, and I just heard it go right down his tires. I was like, that close.
your guardian angel's getting combat pay, Uncle Jim. If you're, I hope you're not still getting fucked up and driving a motorcycle. That's like really tempting fate.
300 pounds now, man. I'm a severe alcoholic now, which isn't much better, but I don't fuck with hard drugs no more.
Well, that's good.
I remember I was just hella dope sick. I was trying to kick it, and on the third day, I said, "Fuck it." This was like 7 years ago, though, and I went to go pick up a bag, but I was like taking Xanax to help with the sickness. And dude, yeah, I blacked out on the bike for a couple seconds. I closed my eyes and I woke up, and a dump truck was coming at me, and then fucking swerved out of the way as fast as I could, and he clipped he clipped my crash bar, but it was 100% my fault.
Yeah, you almost became like a bug on the windshield.
Oh, I would have been a pink fucking mess on that road. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, would you guys like to see a Canadian delicacy? I just picked some up the other
Is it a
day.
goose egg?
Here, can
What
you
is it?
guess what these are? Maybe somebody in the chat knows what they are.
It's pickled garlic.
Yeah, wild garlics.
Yeah.
In French, they call it. In French, they call it. In Quebec, they call it ail du bois. Garlic of the woods. And so you just pickle them in a little brine, and they're awesome, man. Drink it eat them and drink your beer. Oh my God, you'll smell up the place just great, and they're awesome.
Yeah, I put it in honey. You get some fucking raw honey and some organic garlic. You throw it in that jar, and the garlic will liquefy the honey, and then it just becomes.
That sounds good.
The honey, yeah.
Well, I've got about 40 pounds of honey that I haven't processed yet, still on because I used to keep bees, so I do, and it's still good because honey doesn't really go bad. Well, maybe I'll use some of my honey and infuse some garlic infused honey. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's gotta be
because I love honey garlic wings and shit.
Oh God, yeah. but it's good though because you can just keep that on your shelf for like a year. And just every
Yeah, honey
morning,
doesn't go
sip
bad.
of
And the
it,
garlic's not gonna. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. That's a very good idea. Thanks, James.
and it ferments. It's really
Oh my
good. for
God.
your,
You ever light a smoke and then you realize you already had one going?
I
No,
haven't
because
smoked
I
cigarettes.
don't.
I haven't smoked cigarettes in like 7 years, but I smoked from 12 to 24.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping Evan can fix his camera.
Me
Never.
fucking too.
I've never been a cigarette smoker. That's,
Well,
Ugh.
aren't you just fucking fancy, Roy?
I guess. I mean, I
It's
don't.
everybody in my family was. I regret it. It's I mean, really, you're just killing yourself and paying for it.
Yes. Yeah, my mom smokes. It's brutal.
I gotta bury my mom on Saturday.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll bury her ashes anyway. She died the night before New Year's Eve. This past New Year's Eve.
Oh, where you gonna put them?
Well, she's well, we got to go to this, funeral home, and then the internment at this other cemetery, and then back for the reception or something. And
I
that's
gotcha.
on June 3rd. Yeah, it's a sad time. But at the same time, I'm trying to look at the bright side. Like, I guess it'll bring family together that hasn't seen each other in like dozens of years, decades, in fact. And so I guess it could be a positive. I'm trying to look at the positive in it, like how it, you can. That means that the hash is hitting David.
You
Yeah,
know the old Monty
that's
Python
not
song,
bad.
right?
What's that?
Always look on the bright side of
Side
life.
of life. Do 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 do. Yeah, I know that.
Oh, this show has gone to shit real quick, hasn't it, boys?
Yeah, it really has. Because
I'm
we
enjoying
don't
myself.
have you to tell us to shut up, so we don't even have a topic. How about a topic?
It looks like Evan's meditating.
you
No,
ever
it
go to
looks like
fix?
he's like, shut up, bitch. It's like, shut up, bitch.
It looks
You wanna
like,
fix the
like he's got a
glasses,
heat
and
lamp on his
they're
skull
not-
trying to make hair grow again.
Yeah, I could
don't
use some of that.
know if it's my webcam that finally shit out, or between that being a fucking jank and the internet issues I'm having. I tried hotspotting it off my phone, but my phone's internet's
There
not
you are.
fucking working.
There you are.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm sure that'll last fucking 16 seconds.
Hey, it's better than it's been.
Are you on your
That's the
couch?
best it's been yet. That's by
Is
far
your,
the best it's been.
Oh,
is your phone really old or what?
No,
Or do
brand
you
new
have a
phone.
webcam? Do you have a
S23.
It's working now. It's actually working. I can see you smoking a cigar.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking clear. It's not choppy. I don't know what the fuck. Or if it's the internet, because usually I'm downstairs in the office with the fucking banner and shit like that. But trying to hotspot it off my phone, it just wasn't working. The whole stone fucking foundation just does not let service through. And
Oh, that
our
makes
internet's
sense.
down.
That makes
so
sense. Yeah, there could be a lot of magnetic stuff in local stone. Yeah. You're
There's
in
a-
Pembroke. You're around Pembroke. So, oh yeah, you got some little bit of Canadian Shield, or is it mostly limestone bedrock there?
no, I'll shield.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
So I had to come up to the living room
granite
anyways to
contains-
fucking do this.
Granite contains a lot of interesting anomalies.
Because I can't use the phone to hotspot for the internet. So I come up here and the young lad knows the neighbor. So I'm trying to steal their fucking internet and just doesn't seem to be quite a very strong signal.
Mm.
I
But
was
you're
doing,
coming through 5x5 right now, so we're good.
yeah. Yeah, your audio's always been pretty good. Now your video just took a shit. But
Yeah. So we're just going to get used to it and fuck, whatever.
so how was your arm wrestling?
Me.
How was the arm wrestling practice in Ottawa?
Well, I mean, considering how the rest of my day had went, not bad. I felt pretty fucking strong when I got to practice. Killed Devin.
Killed Devin at practice.
Yeah,
I thought
but
he was. Is he back from Puerto Rico already?
yeah, with the whole accident thing and me showing up 2.5 hours late for practice. What do you expect?
Yeah. So I heard Paul Maiden snapped his left bicep.
Not a clue.
Yeah. Yesterday, was it Ding Bolt? Isn't that his name? The Welsh Wolverine.
Yeah.
He did a little video and he mentioned that Paul Maiden tore his, I assume he meant his biceps tendon on his left arm doing a hay bale tossing event.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the first I've heard of it. I haven't had a chance to talk to Paul, and with the internet going crazy, and I've had a busy couple of days trying to deal with fucking insurance companies and the collision center and everything today. I haven't even been on the internet, so I got no fucking clue.
So how does it, I'm interested, like, how does that work? You said the cops didn't even fill out a report. Like,
No, they said nobody's injured. They canceled the paramedics of the ambulance that was on its way. The firefighter showed up first and they taped his car back together. That was nice of them.
Well, yeah, that was kind of funny how they duct taped that bumper back on.
but I mean,
Yeah, red, green, and be proud.
in
Yeah,
Canada,
he sure would. He sure would, man.
How
Sure
come
would.
that's all you did?
do you,
Wow. So yeah, I'm excited because I just here's a totally random off topic thing.
Roy,
but
just talk over them.
yeah, you could just talk over me, Roy, anytime you want, because that's what I'm gonna do to you, I guess, too. But I took all my plants, all my weed
That was your cue,
plants
Roy.
that I've been collecting for the past 2 years, drying in my barn and in my upstairs, and I put it all together, just took it off the branches and brought it to someone who made it into some of the most beautiful hashish I have ever had. In fact, I'm smoking it right now out of my new Gandalf pipe.
Hashish is fantastic, but Roy, you're the one running this Zoom call. You're the one with the magic mute button.
I am. I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, when I had to leave it to try to join back again. I don't know. But what were you saying again?
So how does that work in Canada? I mean, like, obviously, like, you have insurance on your motorcycle. That guy has insurance on his car. Is it? And that's how it would be in the United States. And then his insurance is
I've
going to have
never
to pay.
been in an accident before that, it was my vehicle and I had to ever deal with insurance. So pretty sure once I get the collision, fucking, I got to go to the Ottawa Collision Center or whatever and fucking fill out the report there. And then from there, call my insurance company. My insurance company takes care of my shit and then sues his insurance company to pay them back,
Good.
I think.
Yeah, because he was at fault, right? And was that shown or was that obvious that he was at fault?
Well, they haven't done a report, so
Fuck.
if I know. I mean, the fucking dude should be charged for fucking careless driving, reckless driving, or whatever the fuck. If you can't fucking actually look to see his front fucking quarter hit me in the side, how do you not fucking see me? I'm clearly visible. It's not like I'm in his fucking blind spot.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if he hits you with the front of his car, he should be able to see you. It's not like
It's not like he was
So-
jumping out
Did
of
I not
a
send you the
parking
pictures,
lot
Roy?
or something.
I saw him. You posted them, yeah.
Yeah.
You pretty fucking hard, it looks like, because well, it's not like it was a tap. Looked like he fucking hit you pretty good.
Yeah, he crunched in his left front side, like, and Evan said, yeah, like lights on like plastic and shit on the road. I'm just worried more about the bike and more about Evan, like the fact that he did you stayed on, eh? You didn't dive off.
No, I was able to hold it up, but I definitely retore the hernia now.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah, I felt
Wait,
that
Ford, how the
fucking
stitches?
tension real hard. It's a fucking
Ford,
1,000-pound bike, like,
Yeah,
but the car's a little bigger than that.
Yeah. Wait, so you
No.
tore your stitches? Like, what do you mean you tore it?
Like, I felt the hernia inside rip again.
ugh.
Oh God. I had my stitches ripped.
more
I had
scar
hernia surgery, and then I went to jail right after, and got into an altercation and they fucking ripped my stitches, and they put a bunch of like they put a bunch of fluid in there to keep infection away. And when my stitches ripped open, dude, all that fluid came spraying out of me. Dude, it smelled so bad. Like, dude.
You've been in jail, James?
Yeah, just a couple times. Nothing
Oh.
serious though.
Oh, okay. How
Nothing
long?
worth bragging to mom about, but
Like for a long time, or like a few weeks, or
No. 45 days. It was all good.
Oh,
it was
fuck.
jail,
Well,
not prison.
well, I went
Yeah,
to
prison's
I
actually
went to-
fun, man.
I went to rehab once for 60 days, so it's sort of similar.
60 days is a long fucking time.
I got sent there, but after 3 days, I ended up getting out with doctor's notes saying that I am mentally stable, sound, and do not have addiction issues.
Oh, that's good.
I got kicked out of rehab because they sent me to the rehab counselor and they ask you a bunch of stupid fucking questions. One of which was like, have you ever been sexually abused as like a child, you know? I told her yes. And when she asked by who, I
I
told her
sexually
no.
abuse
I told her it was by myself.
myself every evening.
The therapist, she's like, have you ever been sexually abused? I'm like, yeah, by myself. And she didn't think it was funny.
It is funny though.
Yeah, I got kicked out of that place. I left. No one there had a sense of humor.
Well, how many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb, eh? Just one, but the light bulb has to want to change itself.
Okay, that's a good one. That's actually pretty good. How many gingers does it take to change the light bulb?
None.
They'd rather sit in the dark.
Yeah, because they have no soul.
Yeah, I thought Roy kind of jumped in there. That was a good one, eh? No, that's not a good one.
Oh,
You get that video of you get the video of that girl making beef stew?
I haven't looked at it. I saw a couple of them. I haven't looked at first. Honestly, I was like, I wasn't sure who it was.
Oh yeah, my name.
Yeah, I was. You know, I was like, I asked Beer Man, and he's like, yeah, that's Crazy Uncle Jim. I was like, oh, okay. I see the one where somebody lit like a firecracker or something.
Yeah, my buddy lit a firework, but mine was a dud, or so I thought, and then blew up in my hand.
Ooh, fuck, that hurts.
It blew up in your hand. Oh, fuck. As kids, we used to play with them Roman candles and garbage can lids as shields, and we shoot them at each other. Fucking Roman candles. Pew, pew. You know, them colored balls that shoot it.
I got my little cousin right in the fucking eye with one of those.
Well, you should
You never
probably
did
wear
You
glasses
never
when you
did
do
that?
that.
You never did that? I thought everyone did that.
I used to tape those Roman candles to my dirt bike, bro. How fun.
I
Hey,
had a
so
dirt bike.
those trees I planted are starting to bud and grow. The hazelnut, oh my God, it's just a baby, but it looks like it's almost producing more than leaves. It looks like it might be producing flowers, which would be cool because then it could produce nuts. That would be fucking awesome if it produced fruit in the first year that I planted it. The mulberries are really, really taking their time budding. They're supposed to be a fast growing plant, but the guy sold me like these sticks. There was no dirt around the roots or anything. Yeah, but of the other ones, I bought these 3 Kentucky coffee trees. When they get older, they grow these big beans, eh? Like a big giant bean thing. And you break them open and you take those beans and you bake them and you make a beautiful like coffee substitute. Very healthy.
Huh.
But they're toxic if eaten raw. And it's supposed to be a cool tree, and I can't wait for them to grow. I have a special spot out by my oaks. I put them out by my oak trees.
I don't think that's a good plant for you, David.
What?
If it's
Coffee?
toxic, if done improperly, I don't think you need to have that plant.
Sounds like a good time.
Why
I
not?
mean, you get all fucked up on the sparkle post and start trying to make that shit, you're gonna be dead.
No, I don't fuck around, Roy.
They don't
When
fuck around,
when
man.
I mix my plants and my potions and whatever else I do, I don't fuck around. It's measured and precise.
By the way, I'm not a ginger.
Yep.
Beard's just red.
A Gingy is a ginger, a redhead.
Yeah, my ears, bro.
I'm a
Beers is-
calico.
It's not a cat.
It is actually a cat. Well, calico cats, yeah, but calicos are identified by they have all well, they're usually white, a white background with like black and red and all different colors. And that's what I had in my face and my beard when I was younger. I literally had black hair, red hair, brown hair, and blonde hair and white hair. I had all of the colors in my, well, I even have my braid in the drawer here. My braid, my mom cut it off, like, well, it must be over a foot long. And it shows my true hair color from when I was younger. And wow, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like auburn or something. It's like red, and weird. It's not like ginger like you, but it was different. It was like, but as a kid, I was blonde. So that's weird, eh?
Yeah, my hair when I was a little kid, my hair was almost it was almost platinum blonde.
Yeah, me too.
Like it
Until,
was,
you get to puberty and then it changed, it got dark. But yeah, I was like blonde as a kid.
My hair was jet black. I was born with hair like this much hair, and it was jet black. And now it's kind of light brown. But when I was younger, it was just like jet fucking black.
How old are you now, James?
Huh?
How old are you now, man?
Almost 30. I'll be 30 in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. Yeah.
young whippersnapper.
You got a lot of
I'll be
stuff to
40
do.
in a few
Got a lot of
weeks,
things
so-
ahead of you, man.
When's your birthday? Mine's the 9th of June.
Mine's the 7th of July.
Far after that.
Far after. Anyway, yeah.
I'll be 50 in January.
No, you won't. Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be 55 in July. Fuck.
You think?
I lost track. Fuck that. Who cares? And like time now is what matters, not yesterday. Yet the past doesn't
I'll be right
exist.
back. I need a
The
beer.
future doesn't exist. The only thing that matters is right now.
That's all there is.
That's the magic shit. Man.
The past is done and the future is unknown.
Yeah, I mean, you can do things to affect your future,
Yeah.
but the past, although like because of PTSD and shit, like I'm unfortunately almost like stuck in the past, like recurring events and memories and thoughts that just keep replaying over and over again in your head, like an unending tape of this onslaught of all the bad things that ever happened or that you've ever done, and just reliving it over and over again is a constant torment. And I think that's why I use cannabis. It got me off of all the head meds from the psychiatrist, got me off of all the head meds. But now I have a prescription for cannabis. And although I don't know if it totally cures it, but I guess it might minimize or help to alleviate the symptoms.
Have you ever tried mushrooms?
Oh, yeah.
People have been mentioning that. And although I did that when I was younger, and although I have heard that it can be beneficial for PTSD patients to maybe experiment with microdosing, it's said to be able to help people with mental health issues like PTSD or
Right.
whatever. I'm not sure.
Yep.
But
You don't want to
but
get too high.
for some reason I'm a little bit scared. Like I did it when I was younger, but I'm a little bit scared of I don't know, the psilocybin. I know a lot of the boys do it. Arm wrestling guys, a lot of them do it, but
If you got
I,
PTSD, you do not want to be getting super fucking high on mushrooms.
well,
Please.
that's what's.
I
it might be
disagree.
good for- it might
Everybody
be-
I know that has considerable PTSD
Hmm.
feels way better after getting incredibly high on mushrooms.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I think I think it varies from person to person. There's a lot to be said for just
Yeah, just
microdosing.
make some happier
Right.
people.
I'm curious. I am curious about the amount of help it can give me, but I still have a feeling of trepidation and a little bit of anxiety about going there again. because I overdosed on mushrooms one time, and must
No,
have
you
been over
didn't.
must have been over
You just
14
take a little
grams,
bit.
and I must have been over 14 grams, and I
What the
thought I was
fuck?
gonna die. I thought I was gonna
You
die.
can't overdose on mushrooms.
You
But-
did 14 grams at one time.
How
Yes,
is
sir.
this? Is that like an astronomical number?
That's
God
It's a
damn
lot.
right it is.
That's like
I'm
half an
fucking
ounce.
eating a half ounce of mushrooms at least a dozen times.
Holy shit! Well,
At
you're
one
you're,
sitting,
you're,
like
you're, you're a
just
stronger man than me, because it
Yeah.
affected me
So there
deeply.
was one
It
Halloween.
affected me deeply, man.
I decided I would very much like to eat a lot of mushrooms. So I had to go find a buddy of mine that could help me out with this, and we got a quarter pound. No big deal. The first night, we took the truck for a little bush drive. We each ate a quarter. No big deal.
Wow.
So
Well, it
Bush drive,
affected me
as
like
in you're like
crazy.
out the sticks.
it became a big deal because we weren't able to fucking drive anymore. I felt the road like washed out behind me. Fucking, I was like, yeah, there's no way we can't go back. There's no more road back there. I felt that road disappear. Turns out the road didn't disappear. I just slipped off of it and went kind of half into the ditch, but it was more like a four-wheeler trail than a road, really. And then we got to this river that we wanted to go through, but we cross this place all the time. You know, it's a good like back road mud trail, but there's only one spot you really gotta watch for where there's big fucking rocks in the way, and usually you can see it. The water's not usually that high at this time of the year. It's, you know, it's Halloween. It should be fucking water's low. But we get there and it's like a raging fucking river. This thing, instead of being 20 feet wide, it's 100, and the water looks like it's fucking 30 feet deep, and it's just fucking rolling white caps. All of us saw the same thing. Wasn't real. It was still just what it normally was. We were just really fucked. So then we had to try to figure out how to turn around and back this truck out of there. It was a rental truck. We didn't really care about it.
Nice.
But then we get back out, we try to get home, and fucking I got this little fighting Irish from Notre Dame dude dancing around on the dashboard, and he won't fuck off and leave me alone. He keeps talking to me. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking drive. Will you fuck off? And then this corner's coming up, and it's pretty sharp. And I just remember thinking, fuck, that corner's pretty sharp. I hope he holds on to it around this. And my buddy fucking starts freaking out. What do you mean I hope he holds on to it? You're fucking driving. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I got to pull over. Somebody else has to drive now. I can't do this anymore. So we had a good time. But the next night, my buddy's like, hey, you want to eat a block of mushrooms and hand out Halloween candy tonight? Like, yeah, eating a bunch of mushrooms and seeing all the costumes seems like a good time. So we ate another quarter each.
Holy
But-
fuck, man.
They didn't do anything. I didn't feel them. So we ate
Wow.
another quarter each. And then his started kicking in, but mine weren't. Like, still nothing. Like, you know, you got to double down a bit after, you know, multiple days in a row. You got to eat a little more. It's, you know, your body just builds up a tolerance. So
Yes, I've heard that.
after the second quarter, like I'm
Like
at 14
hallucin-
grams, and I'm like, that's it's not doing it. So I ate a third quarter,
Fuck, eh?
and right about then I start getting a buzz. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And then I split another quarter with my buddy. So I was on like, I don't know, 24 grams or so that night.
That's insane, man. In one day.
You're a fucking asshole. Jesus.
Well,
I probably ate
your
them within 2 hours.
what do you call it? Metabolism can deal with drugs way better than mine can, because
Well, you can't overdose on mushrooms. You just get stupid fucking high and think you will. I do recall that night I was no longer able to hand out candy anymore. I was tripping fucking balls. I had to like lock the door. I just put all the candy outside, said help yourself, and turn all the lights off. Like, I'm fucking out of here. I can't do this anymore. So I had this, this was my first house that I ever had. I had this green room upstairs, right? All the walls were this weird green. So that's where we went to smoke all our weed. And, you know, we had a big couch and TV in there. So we went and sat in there. And I remember drinking this pop, RC Cola, cheap shit.
RC Royal Crown Cola.
Keep that shit. That's good targets.
It confused the fuck out of me because I know what it's supposed to taste like, but it didn't. It was sweet, it was sour, it was spicy, it was hot, it was cold. Like everything just confused me, and I couldn't figure out what's going on. Like it was
Your
mind
perception
baffling.
was
I could not
augmented.
fucking deal with it. So like, you know what? Fuck this pop. I'm not drinking it. I'm going to take a piss. And I got up and I kind of figured my way into the bathroom, which is right across the hallway. And this is a tiny little bathroom. Like there is a tub and a toilet, and like I know this is true because you were able to puke into the tub and shit in the toilet at the same time. But
Oh, that's
every
handy.
time I've had to do both of those things at the same time, I always ended up doing it backwards, and I shit in the tub, will puke into the toilet. But there's a full-size fucking fire truck parked in the middle of it. Like, well, what in the fuck is this doing here? How did it get here? How the fuck does this even fit? I see it here. I know it's here. It doesn't make sense. I gotta go. I can't be in here. I gotta go. So I had to go sit back down. And then I don't remember what it was that set this off, but I went through the laughing fit of a lifetime. I laughed so fucking hard that I started crying, like bawling. But then I realized I was crying. So I started like sobbing uncontrollably, this terrible, terrible fucking ugly cry thing.
Been there.
But then I cried so hard that I started laughing again.
Yeah.
And this cycle repeated back and forth for like a fucking hour straight.
Been there.
And my brother decided, like, hey man, you should probably like leave this room or something and just change up the aura here. So from the top,
just change
and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I did figure it out the next day when watching Labyrinth. If you're upside down, you can start at the top of the stairs and still go up them. Either way, I ended up spending about 2 hours figuring out how I'm going to go down to the disability office tomorrow, explain to them that I ate way too many mushrooms and my brain is permanently fucking damaged and you need to pay me for the rest of my life now.
I did them for the first time like 3 weeks ago. I was pretty drunk, and I don't know, I started to come down, but I was like, I want to try the mushrooms, so I took a handful and I threw it out onto the hood of my truck, and then I kind of like probably took about a third of it, just a few, and I was riding my motorcycle to my buddy's house, dude, and I was just having the greatest time, man. Like laughing and smiling, just like giggly and shit. I didn't take that much though, but I took enough that it just made me like so fucking happy for some reason, man. I was all happy and giggling and laughing, just fucking. It was crazy. I want to do it again. It was weird, man. It'd been a while since I'd been so over.
I would definitely not take mushrooms again on the motorcycle. With my luck, some fucking dickhead had fucking run into my lane and smashed me up, and now I'm on mushrooms trying to deal with this, and that just wouldn't be cool.
It was just like just a little bit, but yeah, I did DMT once, and that was good to the 5th hit. I
love that shit. That shit's amazing.
Oh man, I went somewhere very, very dark. Man, it was bad. I took one hit, and I was like, "Oh wow!"
You produce your own DMT right out of your pineal gland if you awaken yourself.
Nah, that shit's all calcified after drinking city water.
Well, yeah, that's why you want to avoid fluoride at all costs. If you put fluoride into your body, especially because they always tell you, oh, it's good for your teeth and it's in the tap water, but fluoride almost instantly calcifies your pineal gland, rendering it ineffective. It renders it useless. Your pineal gland is, okay, it's going to sound weird, but it's kind of like your antenna to the universe. It's the first thing in a fetus that grows. And then
allegedly
that's where your sex is determined. And it's like what, 14 days or something, like, and like your pineal gland is like your antenna to the universe and your transmitter as well. And
you get
fluoride
to determine your own sex
calcifies it
nowadays. That's the pineal gland useless.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you think governments put fluoride in the drinking water? Who do you think the first government was?
To make people stupid and unaware. That's
and obedient.
And obedient, yes, because you don't question anything if you don't know fuck all about anything.
No,
you don't know fuck about shit.
It's a fact, or you guys just fucking spouting off crazy
you just
conspiracy
go along
theories.
with it, along with mainstream news government funded mainstream news. You're just going to go along with it because you're a dumbass fucking. Sorry, not you.
I mean, I believe it. I don't really drink tap water or sink water. I usually try to drink like,
Fuck's sakes.
I drink well water.
I don't know, there's probably that shit in this right now. I don't know. This filtered water. Fuck.
The first government to ever mass fluoridate
Hey,
drinking
43,
water
yeah, I was wrong.
was the Nazi Germany was the first government to put mass fluoride in the drinking water.
Sounds
Go
about right.
figure.
It quiets, it suppresses the masses. It quiets them down. You won't have as many free thinkers. That's why
Yeah.
they put the fluoride in the water, because it turns
job on
off
me.
your brain. It turns off your connection to the higher source.
Now, has anybody ever done the research on this themselves, or
Yes.
you just like
Well,
you're reiterating crazy conspiracy theories?
Many people, it is not a conspiracy. The pineal gland is not a fucking conspiracy.
I didn't do any research about it.
Is
But
the
Yeah,
government
and-
putting fluoride in the water to
That's where you
calcify
get
the
your,
pineal
like,
gland?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
fluoride
just
calcifies it.
Where do you
You
get
can
this
learn-
from?
You can
how is
decalcify
it
it.
like how like calcifies as in like calcium? Like there's calcium.
It
there's,
puts like it
calcium.
literally puts like a shield around it. It like literally almost builds like a calcified shield around your pineal gland and renders it useless. This is
And
not,
how do you know
this
this?
is- this is not like unknown knowledge. Like you can like
Right. Well, who knows it? How do you know this?
because I've been studying human anatomy and psychology for many, many years. And I've talked to doctors
you
that
have
don't even
seen
know this stuff.
A
Doctors aren't-
pineal gland fully functioning and then added fluoride and watch it calcify.
I don't know what that question was.
Well, I can tell you without any.
This all gets down into that yoga guru stuff of sun gazing and stuff.
Yep.
Like and letting like and these people like just they're letting sun energy into their eyes, and it goes straight from your eyes and then goes to a junction and then goes to your pineal gland. And and these people are getting physically nourished by sunlight.
Yeah,
They're
it's
getting
really good. It's
physically
really good.
nourished by sunlight.
It's good to
Because
stare at
that's
the
all
sun.
the energy they need. And these people
Yeah,
hardly
staring
ever
at
eat.
the sun is probably a really good thing.
It is.
Doesn't that burn your retinas?
No, when it's just coming up or when it's going down, you can look straight at it and it doesn't bother you.
Yeah, it's in the first hour, last hour. Yes, Roy.
Yes.
If
And
you
I
do
can
it in the middle of the day, it'll turn all the frogs gay, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like sun gazing does not mean just stare at the sun. If you're gonna do it, you might want to look into how to do it properly first, so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
This is like
Like
a
you
real
can-
thing. Or you
oh.
guys joking right now?
I'm not
No, I'm
joking about
serious.
anything, Matt.
very serious.
In the morning, yeah, I'll look at the sun sometimes with my eyelids closed, and I'll just like look at the sun with my eyelids closed.
you
and
look at the
sunlight
sun
is
with your
going
eyes
through
closed.
The red veil of blood right in front of my eye, and I can see the colors. And it looks like sometimes it looks like a tunnel, like it's like an illusion. I'm staring at the sun through my eyelids, but it looks like an illusion, and it looks like a tunnel, like I can't explain accurately.
Yeah.
It's good. It was a good explanation. You can see it, right?
I mean, you can tell what time of the day. Like if you wait until the sun's just about to go down, you can look at it straight on. It doesn't bother you.
It doesn't hurt at you as much because it's going through so much Earth atmosphere that the UV is subdued quite
Yeah.
significantly. That's
Yes.
why, and that's also why the sun looks, or the sun, or the moon looks more red when it's on the horizon, because it's going through more of our atmosphere, and the light changes when it goes through more water and air and shit.
Yep.
That's why it looks red, and it's the opposite on Mars. That's an interesting idea. Like that, it's the opposite on Mars. On Mars, during the day it's red, and their sunsets is when it turns blue.
Hmm.
On Mars. So on Mars,
Maybe that's
your
because they
sunset-
have no atmosphere.
I don't know if they have no.
Blue.
I don't know. Mars might have a light. I don't know for sure. It might have a light atmosphere. I'm sure it has a little bit of something.
I'll have to check the next time I'm on Mars.
Next time I'm on Mars, yeah, I'll just take off on with SpaceX there. Well, first they're gonna send some robots, of course, maybe even a Cybertruck. Who knows?
Maybe a monkey. Do you guys
You okay?
arm wrestle at all?
I like arm wrestling.
I used to a long time ago.
Yeah. You see that?
Can you read that? Yeah, read
I
that.
would love to put my hands on that. Oh,
There.
arm
Free plug. Free plug.
download that app and it sucked ass. I'm like, this thing fucking sucks. No. I downloaded the app and I'm like, oh, cool, man. I can like communicate with other arm wrestlers and like meet up and do things and like the whole fucking app. I just like this app is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I got my
Oh, no.
I got my table now, and now after what Devin's last lesson he gave me was, I got to do riser. Because if you don't have a riser, your top roll's not going to do shit. So I need to just work with brachioradialis, straight brachioradialis power. That's what I need.
And I am so glad we have you here, David Tomes, because
You don't
that
need a
is
riser.
mind-blowing information to me.
I don't
Are you
rise.
being sarcastic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't rise. Cut down. You can drag and cut. You don't need to rise. My riser is fucking trash, but I beat people all the time that like, you know.
I would bet money
Hey.
that I have the worst riser
Yep.
on this fucking Zoom call.
No.
Pull down. You pull back.
Not
you drop
worse than
down,
me.
you fucking
No, I got a lot of work to do. There's no way.
I am missing ligaments in my wrist. If anybody ever tries to fight the top side of my hand will buckle.
No,
Every
Mine's just
time.
weak. Mine's just
Noted.
weak. But I don't give a fuck.
record.
I never rise.
It's weird though, because I could still top roll people
Interesting.
without a riser
How do you do that?
Drag
by
them
top
back.
rolling.
Yeah. You can drag
I
back.
apply pressure high and roll. It's like a top roll.
like this, right? You don't have
Your
to.
riser is extremely important and valuable to win that high spot in a fight out of straps. Very important.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, arm wrestling out of straps is fucking stupid. So I would rather just go straight into the straps, where the riser becomes far, far less important. Both your cup and your pronation, far more important for a top roll in the straps than a riser. I will give up my riser
I can't disagree.
to increase some height and gain leverage. And from here, drag back, rotate. You want to put some up pressure in there, you can do all of that, but far, far more effective than trying to fight. Now, if I can, I will fight really hard with my riser if they're trying to fight low or trying to turn inside into a hook or something. But if they're coming up to match me high, I'll drop that because I'm going to lose it anyways, right? My hand's just going to fucking come down. So I might as well just drop that to raise everything else. And then I can just lock out my pronation and just drag the fuck out of them. It's a slow way to win because you don't have that big hitting ability anymore, but still quite effective.
Do you agree that straps sort of negate the strong hand? Like the guy with the stronger hand and wrist kind of gets disadvantaged by the straps?
No,
because now you guys are strapped together even tighter, right? So that man with the stronger hand, he's gonna fuck your hand up even more now, right? Like I have a pretty strong hand too, and when you put me into a strap, I just start cranking on your hand fucking harder.
A person in the strap can go leave his hand totally limp and just use his whole body and arm though. Like if that's his strength, But I see what you mean though. Yeah, if he's totally an arm guy or hand guy anyway, yeah, of course he's going to dominate. But a person, some people might have a weaker wrist, but they can flop press till the cows come home.
That shit all day long, my boy Ray. funny because his hand is weight. He's 6'2", almost 6'3". He's a bigger man than me in stature. And yeah, dude, like he grips me high. He tries to rise. I just grip him low and I chop him down. Or sometimes, sometimes I just like, go ahead, fucking take the risk. I'll just fucking press. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
This is quite
I'm a
fascinating.
noob. I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to arm wrestling, but
We
matter
need to
what you
get a few
fucking-
more amateurs
I'm
in here
trying.
to
I'm
argue
trying. I got
technique.
my table.
Yeah.
I got my table. I got a pulley system. I'm trying, but it's
No matter what
motivation
anybody
is my
tries to
problem.
do,
Motivation is my problem.
you need more friends, man. Like get some homies over and get a
I need
table
a
and just
punch in the head. Yeah, I need. Yeah, nobody's ever visited and pulled me except for my girlfriend.
I'll visit you, but I'm
Well-
like 5,000 miles away.
David, you never sent your car to come pick me up, so I don't know how to deal with that.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my magic car can't come get you right now.
Well, my bike ain't gonna fucking make the trip right now, so I
Mhm.
don't know how we're gonna deal with this.
But another thing is, it doesn't matter
Some
what anybody-
dickhead fucking decided to take my lane on me, and I'm fucking pissed about it. I have no fucking bike. Jeez, I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe
Is it?
so I
Is
can
it? Is it?
have other
is it-
people buy me a new bike.
you probably could. I'd give
Apologies.
you a
Yeah,
dollar.
like how? Is the bike a write off or is it in the shop?
Neither. It's at the High Hooker headquarters in the garage.
Mm.
Oh, fucking
So I have a question. Has anybody seen the trolling that Devin's already started doing on Dave Chafee?
Oh, that's actually really fun. I wanted to start talking about that. at some point.
That's funny.
Devin's forearm did a fun like meme stream of that. Devin's forearm, shout out to you. You're a fucking funny character, man. Whoever the hell you are.
His forearm's
Yeah.
awesome. I have a wrench on his channel.
Everybody has a wrench on that account.
Yeah, I don't know what to
If
do.
I don't
I
know what
ever
to
get
do with the
on,
wrench.
I don't
if
know.
I
what
ever
to
get
do.
on one of his
the
lives
wrench, 'cause
and
what do you
I
do with
see
the
somebody
wrench?
without a
Everybody
wrench,
else has got
they
a
get
wrench.
timed out immediately.
No, I like Devin's form. He's cool.
Hey, how come I don't even have a wrench on this show? What the hell?
I don't
Either
have
do
one
I.
either, but I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Oh, but you were here first. But I wouldn't even know what to do with a wrench. What if you
I
see
think-
something that you're welcome, Devin's forearm. You're welcome, man. You're awesome. I love the shit you do. I've sat there watched for like over an hour, just buzzed, just watching that you're looping like Devin. I love Devin memes and stuff like just him just squashing everybody and that screaming goat. Ah! Like I love it. It cracks me up all the time.
That's awesome. But David, what I was about to say to you is, no matter what anybody fucking teaches you, no matter what you fucking think you learn, the only way you learn how to arm wrestle is to just feel it out. The only person that can truly teach you how to arm wrestle is yourself. That's no matter
I can't
what you
disagree
learn,
with that.
yeah, you just gotta get out there, you gotta feel it, you gotta feel where you're at and where you want to be.
Yeah, I
You know,
think
so-
about it a lot. Like, cause I like Kung Fu, eh? Like I think about
Yeah.
Kung Fu and nature a lot. Like I'm really into life and thinking about shit, thinking about the nerves and the connections of the tendons and the bones and the muscles. And I do think about stuff. And ever since a young child, I've been practicing dynamic tension. So although I might not be bulky, although I'm covered in way too much fat right now, like I've always been more wiry, like I've always been stronger than I look. Like for my
Mhm.
right now I'm kind of, I got some bitch tits happening there. Can't help it when I, sit there and drink beer and eat burgers for a year and a half and don't exercise.
Speaking of
what's
drinking
gonna happen?
beer, I have not drank anywhere near enough beer to fucking deal with you guys tonight. Like,
I was gonna say, you
Well,
guys
then,
fucking
well,
over.
do you
look
have
at
any-
that. My beer hand's
yeah.
back for the night, boys.
Oh,
Hey,
Jessica, go girl.
is that Razor?
Do you have any hard
That is
liquor? Do
not-
you have any hard liquor to freaking start the fucking show?
That's the beer hand.
There's James. James got it. Was that vodka, James?
Fucking skull, dog. You got this for like $8 at the candy store here in Waterville. It's like,
Vodka?
That is
Score.
vodka.
vodka's fucking nasty. It sucks, but I'm kind of short up on cash right now, so I'm like, you know what?
You're 5'6" and 320 pounds. You're fucking nasty and you suck.
Wait, you talking to me?
Is there anybody else 5'6", 320 on this call?
Well, I weighed myself earlier and I was like 312 and I'm almost 5'8".
My bad. I
Growing.
fucked up just a little bit. Either way, you're still short as donkey nuts. And I bet you would be faster going down a hill if somebody tripped you and let you roll. So either way, I got to start drinking a little faster because I can't deal with you doing shit when I'm sober, man. Like,
catch up. Hey, Jay,
this isn't even fucking fun.
But you want
James,
to know something? You want to know something? I shouldn't even tell you because you're gonna make fun of me now. But my little sister's 5'9".
So
she's taller than me.
Isn't that your big sister?
are they
No, my
the
little
same?
sister.
You have the same
So it's your
parents?
big sister then.
I have 3 sisters.
I hope
I have
to
a-
God you outweigh her though.
I outweigh the younger one, not the middle one.
You got a sister. You got a sister.
You have a
bigger than
sister
you?
that outweighs you at 312.
I have a sister who's like 5'2" and maybe like 500 pounds. Like just fucking massive.
I
That's
gotta
a
see
big-
what a 500-pound, 5'2" looks like.
Jabba the Hutt.
It looks like me without the beard, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find out what her name is, and then message her.
I don't.
And
I
ask
just
her
zoned
to-
her. I just zoned her. I don't talk to her no more.
Oh,
You know why? Because she decided that she was going to remain friends.
Evan's gone. Roy's gone.
She
No,
decided.
Oh, there he
Evan's
is.
being all fucking janky as shit.
This
Yeah,
is a new word.
5'2",
this-
500. That just sounds hot. Like,
I mean,
guarantee you, at 5'2" and 500 pounds, you are sweaty all the time. So there's like, if you try to roll her and flour, like everywhere is a wet
I know.
spot. Like you could fuck a different crack every
There
time.
we go.
You never get her pregnant, but it's always wet and willing to take it. I don't think this is a bad thing.
He's slapping it in crevasse, right?
Find a fold.
Yeah, and you know she's not gonna fucking follow you around mad because she can't get the fuck off the couch.
I was gonna say something, but now I forgot. What?
Like, what do you do when you got to go out of the house to go somewhere? Like, do you just have a crane on standby to help you get the fuck off the couch at that point?
Yeah, when
Oh,
they
yeah.
die,
Well, I was gonna say, she's got these,
break
like,
they gotta break open the door frame to get them out of the house because they're too big to pull out on the gurney.
There was a
Pull 'em
guy
out
who
with a
lived.
crane.
Speaking of that, there was a guy who lived in Tifton, which is like 25 miles north of me, and he died back in the early, probably 90s. But they called him Hambone. He weighed like 800 pounds.
Someone
Yeah, that's a
told me
big
that
one.
once.
And when he died, they had to knock the wall down and get a fucking crane, like an excavator, to get him out of the damn house.
Yep. Like, how
He-
else would you deal with
I had a buddy in high school named Hambone.
Say again, you were breaking up. You said something about you knew somebody in high school named Hambone?
Yeah, I went to high school with Hambone. Yeah, fucking Dr. Hanneman. He's a funny dude. But enough about that. I want to get back to Crazy Uncle Jim's sister.
Oh yeah. So
She seems like a lot of fun. We should have her on the show sometime.
I just owned her, but fuck that bitch. But anyways, she has these pugs, right? And those little pugs must be her fucking spirit animal because they sound just like her. They just sit around, they go,
this yappy little?
just pathetic little fucking things.
I hate
At
small dogs.
500 fucking pounds, she decides she's going to get these 2 little pugs.
Oh, this stuff smells.
got
great.
3
Those dogs
This stuff smells great.
have a fucking stomach the size of a walnut and need to eat 4 times a day, but she can't get off the couch to go feed them. Do they just like eat the crumbs off her shirt or what?
I mean, she must be strong because she goes and plays like Pokemon Go and she like walks around and stuff. Like she's not like she's not disabled, and she's a teacher. You know, she goes to work every day and she does like she walks around.
Did you say she weighs like 500 pounds?
I don't know what her exact weight is. I just know
Nap
she's like
time.
a fucking bowling ball. She always has been.
How tall is she?
Like 5'2".
Fuck.
Ooh. That hurts too. With the shorter you are, your weight has nowhere to go but out.
Before it turns off.
All right, my shit all froze. Last thing I heard was Pokemon Go.
No, I said she fucking plays like Pokemon Go and like she goes on hikes and walks and stuff. Like she has a husband and everything, and they go do things and they're active. The bitch just like, I don't know.
She has a husband.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy and he's skinny too. It's funny. It's so funny.
You know, Devin's forearm just made a
You know where
comment.
he works though? This is actually kind of badass. He works at the rope place called Samson or whatever, the place that makes ropes. And his job is to snap them. And I asked him, I'm like, what's the strongest rope you've ever snapped? And he's like, I put a rope in there that didn't snap until like almost 1.5 million pounds of pressure. And I'm like,
Paracord.
do you know how fucking loud that must have been? He's like, yeah, when those things snap, it like fucking, you can hear it.
That's a hell of a tensile strength.
Never
1.5 million.
thought of that. Yeah. Never
Right.
thought of how loud it would be when it
Have you ever
snapped.
seen those braided anchor ropes for those big ships that are like that big around and it's all like that braided nylon shit?
That's like what he does. He snaps ropes for a living. He works for Samson or whatever the fuck that company is, and he snaps lines for a living.
That's kind of like what I do. That's kind of
You
like what I do for a living.
That's what you do for a living, Roy? You just sit
Yeah.
around snapping lines?
No, I snap.
Hey, man, what do you want to do today? I don't know. You want to snap some
Hey,
lines?
snap some lines.
No, I snap
Gonna
necks
snap
and cash
lines.
checks.
I'm just going to snap some lines.
That's chicks.
Snap necks and cash checks.
I'm just a line snapper. That's what I do.
Oh my god, my internet is driving me fucking nuts.
But anyways, my younger sister is like a good inch taller than me. And then my oldest sister, she's like I think she might even be like slightly taller than me. I'm not sure.
So
Are you the only boy?
I'm adopted. So like those sisters I talk about,
Oh,
I don't even live with them. I've met them. I've only met the middle sister. I've talked to like the other, like, but no, they're not even. I'm adopted, and like they went to like different families.
did you like
You
your
were
parents?
adopted.
Did you like the parents
Yeah,
that
I was a
adopted
meth.
you?
I was a heroin baby. I know my mom was probably smoking meth too, because those things just go hand in hand. But when I was born, it was weird because I was born a healthy weight. Like my other brother was a coke baby. He was born like 1.5 pounds, which fit inside a
James?
matchbox. Me,
James.
I was born healthy.
I gotta
I was
cut you
almost-
off for a minute here, man. Like,
Okay.
I definitely the fuck arounds in me, and every joke that comes flooding through my mind
Just say
is
it.
fucking
Say the-
terrible.
Say the jokes. I want to hear them
I
all.
don't know, like I feel guilty for even thinking about saying such terrible things.
Well,
Fuck doesn't matter. My internet's fucking frozen all the fucking time, anyways. Even if I said something terrible, nobody'd fucking hear it.
the first thing that came to my mind was it's a good thing your mom was on heroin and meth, because otherwise you'd weighed 80 pounds at birth.
I was almost 9 pounds and addicted to meth and heroin, and they put me into an incubator where it detoxed me for 2 months. And then my adoptive mother got me, but my adoptive mother told me that I shook. I would scream and I'd cry and I'd shake for like 6 months straight. And my mom said at the end of 6 months, she's like, you just all of a sudden kind of like stopped,
You kicked it.
I guess.
So
Sounded
let
like
me ask you this:
I was a bad
were you like an
motherfucker from
orphan?
day one.
That's
So were you like an orphan?
No, I wasn't an orphan. I was just adopted, and my other brothers were too. But my older brother was just like a coke baby, and then my little brother, his mom was like 14 or something. But my little brother, dude, it really
You know why
goes to show
orphans
you.
get picked last for the fucking dodgeball teams? Because nobody wants.
I had a funny joke about this, and I forgot. I was also homeschooled too. I was adopted and homeschooled.
That's
But
good.
I was expelled though. I was expelled from homeschool. You fucked the teacher.
Damn it. Damn it. So let me ask you this: you were not almost 9 pounds at birth. Were you born by cesarean, or did you absolutely destroy your mom's vag?
No, hell no, dude. My mom had like, I'm pretty sure
That's
my
a
mom
hell
like,
of a question.
no, dude. My mom was a straight up fucking like street whore. There's no way I was going through her fucking. Yeah, they cut me out of her stomach.
Born at
Because
9 pounds.
if I was 9 pounds and addicted to fucking heroin, like and meth, I was a meth heroin baby, and I was almost 9 pounds.
When you were born, and that's what you believe about yourself?
Believe what?
You
That I was 9
believe that you were an addict when you were born?
Well, I know I was because I had to be put in an incubator, and I went through dope sick. I was fucking shaking, screaming, and crying for 6 months straight.
Do you remember that, or is that what you've been told?
Obviously, I don't remember that. As you know,
And you just take everybody's word for everything, huh? I'd like to
Well, I
sell
mean-
you this hammer. It was actually the first hammer ever made. It was made by Sir John A. DeWalt. It's a really expensive hammer.
Those are the good ones.
There was never ever a hammer made before that, and I would like to sell it to you personally.
I'll put it this way. I know who my biological mother is, and I've seen my birth certificate. Yeah, I was 8.6 pounds. And yeah,
Is she hot?
my mom, well, my older,
Like, could I do her?
no, don't, not anymore. When she was, listen, this is gonna sound weird, not really that weird, but my older sister has a magazine of my mom because when she was 19 years old, before she ever did drugs, she was doing amateur, nothing professional, but she was doing like amateur fucking bodybuilding. And she's even like,
I thought you were going with amateur porn. That would have been a way better story.
no, she did like amateur bodybuilding, and she was like an amateur bodybuilder. And my older sister has like a picture of her that was in a magazine.
So she take a lot of steroids?
You know, I don't know about the steroids thing. I don't think so.
Maybe that's
'Cause
why he's so big now.
I will say I met my dad. He was a string bean. He looked like you kind of, Dave, but with black hair. But I from day one have always been very
You
muscular.
came out of nowhere then. You're like a anomaly that you're so
No, I
big
just
and
take after my
strong.
mom's side. My
What's
dad's
this weird
Italian,
shit
and
on my
on
beard?
my mom's side's like just fucking Nordic. Like I got a lot of big
There's fucking earwax on my goddamn
Yeah, but you
beard.
got the big like somebody in your past lineage, either from your mom's side or your father's side. Like because you're a big, strong guy. You're short, but you're a big, strong fucking guy. Like, and so you must have got something from somewhere, man.
He's
That's my mom's side. I'm the smallest male on my mom's side. Like all the dudes on my mom, like my uncles were all.
I
like,
have to piss like really fucking bad.
Go,
So,
come back soon.
Don't even worry about me being gone because
take us with you.
can't fucking hear me half the time anyways. Fuck it.
No, we can hear you great, man. Come back soon.
so all
You
joking
don't have to turn
aside,
it off.
all joking aside, crazy
Same
Uncle Jim.
baby.
All joking aside, crazy Uncle Jim, you obviously had a very challenging start to your life, but you're here and you're doing well, and you're here for a reason, and you're a sovereign child of God.
I mean, I do believe it. What's sovereign mean exactly, though?
You're a free person.
Yes, I knew
You're
that.
you're
Yeah.
here for you're alive. You're here for a reason.
You guys
and you're
ever
doing
hear
well.
the band? You guys ever hear the band? Thank you, Roy. I appreciate that, man. You're a good friend, man. You guys ever hear the song Stone Sour, Gone Sovereign? That's a fucking good song, man. Damn.
Oh, I've heard some of their songs. I don't know about that one.
Dude, my buddy showed me this band called Stone Sour. And the dude's just like singing, like so beautifully and majestically. I'm like, damn, this guy knows how to sing. And then he's like, that's the lead singer of Slipknot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's like a
what
side
the
project
fuck?
for Slipknot. Yeah.
Dude, the Corey Taylor can fucking sing. Like he's not just like he can sing really good.
I love a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of those guys can actually really sing. Like
Right?
like Phil Anselmo is a great singer. Of Pantera, Down. He does a lot of kind of growling, but he can also really, really sing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good singer.
Is that going crazy right now?
Who's your favorite heavy metal singer of all time? Go, David.
Oh my God. No, there is
I mean, I
no
don't know if it's
favorite.
considered heavy
Heavy
metal,
metal
but I really
singer?
like.
Favorite heavy metals. Well,
That's
now
not my
that
favorite.
do I have a favorite? Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy
Okay.
Osbourne, fucking no good singer. Like I don't know. I've heard Ozzy. I don't think Ozzy's a very good singer, right?
He was inspirational to me. You know,
he was
like
good. He was better.
what do
when
you
he was
want?
young.
Iron Maiden? What do you want? Iron Maiden? Some guy who sings opera to heavy metal?
Yeah, Bruce.
No. No, I prefer more heart, more soul. Like so
That's a
I
good
think
point. I
I
like
do
that.
like yeah, I've always loved him.
Ronnie
He's good.
James Dio. Ronnie James
Well,
Dio.
Well, there's that. There's that. Well,
Rob
no,
Halford.
I preferred when Ozzy was with Sabbath
That
rather
it was.
than
I mean, they were like two different bands, really. I mean,
well, with two different singers, yeah, but it was Black Sabbath, and they had Ronnie James Dio, and then they had Ronnie James Dio, and then they had what's his face?
yeah, they've had a lot of other singers, but yeah, Dio was great with Sabbath. They were like a different band. They wrote songs differently because they had a different singer. And honestly, technically, Dio is a far better singer than Ozzy. However, I love Ozzy and the original 7 albums.
Well, yeah, he wasn't like Ozzy is not an opera singer. Ozzy,
No.
he yells when he just belts out his message. He
No,
just he's well, some of his stuff like Dreamer, and he sings pretty sometimes, like Dreamer, and some of them other pretty songs he does. Like
he was a great fit. He was a great fit for Sabbath. I mean, he was. And
he was.
like,
Yeah, he was a
they would
great
not have been the
fit for
same.
Sabbath, and that was what 74, 72. Yeah.
Well, 70
Like,
was their first album, and then that whole decade of the 70s was really their heyday, and then
well, I love old Sabbath, but I actually don't like Sabbath with Dio. Like I actually
really,
prefer all the Sabbath with Well, I'll listen to it, but I'll still prefer all
I
the
like
Sabbath
both.
with yeah.
I like both. Like, I mean, you can't, I mean, that Heaven and Hell album, oh my God. Children of the Sea, Lady Evil,
It's good
Heaven and
tunes.
Hell. I mean, like
Good
those,
tunes. Yeah, for sure.
I
Good
mean,
tunes. Yeah.
that is such a fucking epic album. And then even that, The Mob Rules, I mean,
And so much music came out back then, and nowadays there's like nothing coming out that's any good.
not much. I
That's
mean,
not like a variation or copy of the last thing that came out.
all the
I'm
good
so
stuff.
bored with modern
Good stuff's
music. There's
underground. You just gotta look
nothing.
for it. You gotta look
Nothing.
for it.
All
Like
the
you're
good
the 70s, 80s, 90s. Like there was so many bands that produced so much shit in so fast. Like all these bands.
all the
Oh my
really good
God. And
stuff now
there's
is
nothing.
underground.
There's no more good music anymore.
Well, it's underground.
You gotta look for it. You can't wait for it to come on the radio because it ain't gonna happen.
Got to make my own music.
There's some really good young blues players that are out now that nobody, they don't get mainstream popularity, but there's, I don't know if you've heard of
Yeah, I'm just
Samantha.
it's just because I'm a hermit and I live, all under a rock. So I guess I don't get to experience all these new people because I don't get out enough.
Samantha Fish is really good. She's a blues guitar player and singer. She's really good. Marcus King band. I don't know if you ever heard of them. He's a young guy. He's really good. There's a lot of really good stoner, kind of underground stoner doom metal bands.
I like Ministry.
Jesus Built My Hot Rod.
You know it.
And he said, Whamma Lamma
Stigmata.
Ding.
I love the song Stigmata by Ministry. Oh my God. Plug. Stigmata Ministry. Somebody link that in the chat. Stigmata Ministry. YouTube.
What about Jeff Tate from Queensryche? One of the all-time great singers.
Well, Queensryche. I watched them. I went to a concert in Ottawa at the Civic Center, and I saw them open up for
Def Leppard.
Metallica.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was this. I think it was the okay. Okay, I'm just trying to recall.
You know who my favorite band is? You know who my favorite band is?
The album.
Who's your favorite?
I think there was a nun or something. There was an image of a nun.
That would have been Operation Mindcrime.
Okay,
Hey, so what kind of bullshit did I miss whenever I was like not here?
not much. We're just shooting the shit about
We're
not
talking
too
about
much.
how Nickelback is the best rock band ever.
That's not true at all. We were not saying that.
Yeah, Nickelback. Love that band,
I will
man.
not corroborate a story that is incorrect.
Did fucking Roy start talking about rock bands again?
Yeah, he was talking about
oh.
Nickelback, and I was just backing him on it. I was like, yeah,
We were talking about bands, yeah.
the
That's the
fucking-
truth.
Fucking Roy always talking about these fucking bands that nobody's ever fucking heard of and nobody cares about.
Yeah,
I
nobody's ever
saw
heard
the
of Black
I
Sabbath.
saw the Grateful
Never heard
Dead.
of Nickelback?
I saw the Grateful Dead twice in concert.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry
Yeah, they
because
suck.
I saw Jerry Garcia.
They are one of the worst bands ever. I'm sorry. They fucking suck. They're
Well,
terrible.
I had my moments with them.
I mean, I
don't
guess
think
if you
they
get just
suck.
like high to your fucking gourd, maybe they're good, but ugh.
I went to
Oh.
go, my
Yeah,
first,
yeah, you know,
my first concert
to each
was to
their
go
own.
see my first concert was to go see my cousin, and the song, a couple of his songs were on my video games. It was Trapped, and they came out with that song Headstrong. It's like Headstrong, I'll take you on. It was on my video games, and the WWE even played it, and
Justice for
Yeah,
All.
I remember that song. You're saying your cousin was in that band?
yeah, my cousin Aaron, my Montgomery.
Roy, heroin addicts
Ricky,
lie about
Ricky,
things to make
Barry.
themselves feel cool.
Why would I lie
Um,
about that?
I don't know,
Anyway.
because they're afraid of fucking just being a shitty heroin addict. I don't fucking know, man. I'm not a heroin addict.
Listen,
But
my life
that
has
song,
been
my very first highlight video in arm wrestling was made with that song as the background track.
Yeah, it's my cousin, man, or the drummer. My cousin was the drummer in that song.
Aaron Montgomery?
Yeah, Aaron Montgomery. His name was Monty, and I think he was with the band for at least 4 albums, at least 3.
Yeah. And they're
He's
from
Also, fun
he's the
thing about that
butt
song, Headstrong, if you have an old GameCube and you get the bongos for it, that song's a lot of fun to play on the bongos.
It's a good song. Even you were out there just playing it. Like,
I don't know what his name is.
so, but yeah, there's a lot of good songs. I remember Headstrong was on my video games and shit, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, he used to babysit me. He moved to Florida though, and now he just does like, I don't know, he does drumming for other things. I don't even know what he does. All I know is that he has a studio and he does drumming and stuff for like, I don't even know.
Wow.
But it's cool though, because I got to go to the concerts.
Roy
I
asked
got to
me
go to the.
about a metal singer. Like, what about that guy from, what's that song he does? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Who's that
That's
guy
fucking
from?
Well, which
Disturbed,
one?
man.
Is that
That's
like the Simon
Disturbed.
Garfunkel or like the Disturbed?
Yeah, it's the Simon and
acapella version?
Garfunkel song sang by that guy with the metal.
Yeah, from
throat.
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Disturbed. Yeah, that's a great
That's the
version
lead
of
singer
that
from
song, I
Disturbed.
think.
Yeah.
So I like. Okay, Roy
The
Baker asked what
acapella
kind of.
version or the musical one?
No, I like the Disturbed version. Well, I like both, but I like.
I like
but
Disturbed
Roy
version
Baker
better.
was asking me earlier when you went to take a piss, what like heavy metal singer I like, and I just thought of that guy. I think that guy's a pretty good heavy metal singer,
He is.
It
He is
depends
pretty
what you
good,
like.
but
unless you want to
sorry,
listen
my
to
internet's like
like
fucking me off. David, shut up! I'm talking, and I only get like seconds to talk before my internet fucks me off again. So, would you say you like that version of the song better than the Simon and Garfunkel? Do you like the acapella version or the one
well,
to the music?
no. Actually, to tell you the truth, I like to sing the Simon and Garfunkel version. I used to love singing that. I lost my voice a bit, but I can still rip a pretty good. I love singing. With a
Okay, when
beautiful
it
voice.
comes to this fucking Disturbed version, do you prefer the acapella or the musical?
One hits you in the fucking heart though.
I think I like the acapella. I like the voice.
I
Like that. I
Disturbed.
do prefer the original Simon and Garfunkel, but the Disturbed guy has got a
I
good voice.
do
Is all I'm saying.
not.
He's got a,
That's
I think he's got
one
a good.
song that that's it. That's it. You're getting muted, fucking Dave. I only have seconds and you're fucking me off every time. That's it. Fuck it. See, now I froze. I didn't get to say fuck's sake. Ooh, I keep fucking freezing. I want to punch my goddamn computer.
Yeah, but
And
your
punch my
audio's
internet
working.
right in the dick. Well,
Go.
I want to punch the internet in the fucking dick. Anyways, that song, The Sound of Silence, is one of the few songs I think the remake was actually better than the original.
Yep.
Wasn't real hard to beat the original though, if you think about it.
It's the tone of the voice, though. It's like the Disturbed one. Just
And
that deeper.
today's a funny day for having this conversation because the guy I used to argue with about.
I feel like the Disturbed guy just has a better, deeper, more. I just like his delivery better. It's just more emotional. It just seems more. I don't know. The other guy, I don't know. I feel like the Disturbed guy, just his voice for some reason really fucking makes me want.
Well, it's just. Can you guys even hear me whenever my shit all freezes like this?
A little
'Cause I can't
bit.
hear shit. Fuck my life.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
hear
drink.
you.
Fuck it.
Go for it. Who's your favorite
Okay.
band of all time, Beer
Great.
Man?
Shut
still
up,
muted.
Roy. That
I'm still muted.
whole Disturbed song
I'm
with the
still
cover
muted.
of Sound of Silence. I used to argue with my buddy and the beer wife all the time because they both preferred the original from Simon and Garfunkel better, and I don't. And today just happens to be the anniversary of my buddy's death. It was all over Facebook and memories and shit.
Ah,
So it's kind of funny that we ended up talking about it tonight.
that's not
You know what's fucked? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not because
You can hear it.
audio's fucking off or whatever. But my buddy, he was a very, very close friend of mine that he lived with me for like 4 years. He would live 6 months here and 6 months in the States. He was moving, visa issues. You're not allowed staying any more than 6 months, blah, blah, blah. So every time he'd have to come back to Canada, he would stay with me. And he always told me that he's not afraid of anything. This guy was a fucking nutcase, right? He was fucking all over the fucking place, fucking nuts. But he always told me the reason he didn't give a fuck is because he knows he dies in Bali. So no matter what he does here, doesn't fucking
What, you
matter.
can hear me?
So
No, you can't.
when you're not
We can hear
muted,
you.
David. I just told you that, so you'd shut up.
Oh.
So he ended up actually moving to Bali whenever he left my place the last time he went to the States. We're all fucked up or whatever. So he went to Bali on vacation and he ended up dying in a motorcycle accident yesterday.
Yesterday?
yesterday, a year ago, right? He's frozen.
That's
Perfect. He's perfectly frozen in carbonite.
This is tragic.
I mean, I'm
Tragic.
the
Lots of
captain of the show
tragic,
now.
lots of tragic news tonight.
I think he means it was a year ago today. I think, if I understood what he was saying earlier. Oh, but it sounds like that guy obviously had a vision and he saw what was coming and it happened. That does happen.
We can even hear you type.
I had a
Meta. Meta sounds like somebody who, I wonder if he knows me.
I had a friend.
Some of these people commenting, I have no idea who they are. You know, they have these names and they're laughing because I have no idea who they
Good to have you back, soldier.
are.
Lieutenant Evan. Lieutenant Evan.
Okay, am I back or like not?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Loud and clear.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so how far into that story? How far into that story was it?
Your
You were
friend
saying-
passed away.
He went to
Go on,
Bali. He went to Bali, right? And he died today, a year ago. Is that correct? Damn, he's froze again. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Eh? It's kind of like cutting into the continuity of the whole thing. So let's, as soon as he turns on, let's give him every second of time. Come on, Evan.
All these still shots of Beer Man. It's like,
this is such.
That's actually a good
Am
picture.
I
of
like
him right
here or
there.
not? I don't know.
you're here now.
Here you
Go. Tell the story.
Oh, it's so crazy. I'm here. Yes. No. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe
Oh,
turn your
okay.
camera
So
off. Would
where
that help?
was I don't know where I was.
You're talking about your buddy in Bali. He thought he saw that he was going to die there, and he did. Right? Damn, he's fucking froze again. Holy shit.
No, not again.
It's like every time
Look
we
at
set it
that,
up, it's
but
like,
look at that skull, eh?
What if you
Look
just turn
at
your
that
camera off and
skull.
use nothing but the fucking mic? Will that help with your internet connection?
he looks like
Look
he's
Look at the
staring
No,
at.
side
yes,
walls.
no.
Look at the side walls on that skull. Or is that muscles just going up the ridge there, the side? Is that skull or muscles? I don't know.
You can see it moving now.
Oh, it's moving.
Okay. So where the fuck was I in the story? I don't know.
You were
Turn your
talking about
camera
your
off and
friend
use your
in
mic.
Bali. Your friend in Bali, he said he was going to die there, and he went there, and I think a year ago today he did. Is that correct?
No, not a year ago. So he did go to Bali, and he died in a bike accident in Bali. 4 years ago yesterday.
Meta's funny.
Oh wow, 4 years ago.
I don't know why Dave is laughing like that. I don't think I said anything funny.
No, he's laughing at a comment in the chat.
Truth.
But yeah. So 4 years after on the anniversary of his death, I get into a fucking bike accident.
Yeah, that
But,
is kind of.
Where did you go?
What the fuck was he
I
doing
was
in
a little fucked
Bali
up.
anyway? What made him want to go to Bali?
He just always wanted to be there. Fucking, he's retired Army. Fucking,
Making hot chicks there.
Dave, you might know him. Dave, do you know much about Op Medusa?
Op Medusa, I think was the boys that. No, I was training for that, I thought.
The A-10 strike.
Well, yes, when they took out Charles Company. The friendly fire incident where Mark got murdered.
Yeah, when those fucking dumb Americans
Mark
fucked
Graham,
everything
my
up.
friend Mark Graham, the big guy. He was an Olympian runner. He ran the 400-meter, and they murdered him. He was bringing his gray water back from shaving and shit, and an A-10 Warthog opens up on a Canadian, well, Charles Company, 1 RCR, that had Canadian flags on their labs, like that you could see from the sky. And they still, because I guess the Canadians were doing a live fire exercise, like just shooting at targets. The Warthog opened up and rendered Charles Company combat ineffective in about 30 seconds. And some of my friends were killed. Mark Graham, look it up.
So yes, you're familiar with Op Medusa then.
Yeah, so I guess I just relayed a memory to everybody, and I just said a memory.
So my buddy was there for that. Like he was one of the guys that got lit up.
Yeah,
I actually have a few buddies that were there.
me
in
too.
that. It's weird, but
Me too. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, he just he never gave a fuck about anything. Like he knows he's gonna be fine until he dies in Bali, but he always wanted to go to Bali anyways. And like I said, the guy just didn't give a fuck. So he went to Bali. He spent a few months there. He got himself a motorbike when he was down there, and some dickhead in a car didn't pay attention and blew through a fucking crossway and smoked him. But
Oh my
yesterday
God.
is the 4-year anniversary of it, and then I get fucking hit by some dickhead in a car.
But that's
It's
Also an Asian.
That's
Think about
just
that.
like really freaky coincidental.
there was all sorts of freakiness about that dude, man. Like I said, he lived at my house for years. Every time my youngest kid, he loves playing with his little tiny action figures, like little fucking, we just call them benums. They're tiny little toys, whatever, right? You'd always leave them all over the fucking floor. You step on them, it's like fucking Legos. So my buddy Fraser was a real tall dude, right? So he'd always pick them up. He's like, well, you want to leave them on the floor? And he picks them up and he'd set them on top of the crown molding over doorways and shit where nobody else can see or reach. And ever since he's been gone, I still find these fucking little benumbed toys up on these fucking moldings all the time. You know, I went to visit him on his birthday. I do every year. And he used to love Jack Daniels. I fucking hated Jack Daniels. He was always drinking either Jack or Guinness, right?
That was my post-high school drink.
I'm not a fan of either. Well, wasn't a fan of either. I started drinking Guinness afterwards, but so I go down to see his gravestone on his birthday. And that's the one time every year I take a shot of Jack Daniels. I pour a shot of Jack onto his fucking headstone, and that motherfucker soaks up like immediately.
Thirsty.
But if I pour a shot of whiskey on it that's not Jack, it fucking leaks down it. But Jack just soaks right into it. It's weird.
Isn't that something? Like the stone knows what it wants.
Yeah. The motherfucker just wants to drink my Jack all the time. He's a bit of a dickhead, that guy. Even after he's dead, he's not done being a dickhead to me. Still taking my kids' toys and putting them up where you can't reach them.
He's never going to change.
Well, I would hope not. You would think that death would be one of the things that would change a person, but no, not that dickhead.
What the caterpillar calls
I'm not
the
saying
end.
like fucking ghosts and spirits and all that shit's real, but that motherfucker is still pissing me off. So take it as you will.
Yeah.
Did you know Fraser Gill?
Did I? What he's? Don't tell me he's dead.
Fraser Gill, yeah, that's my buddy that died in Bali.
Don't tell. I did not know he was dead. Yes, I
so
know
you knew
Fraser
Fraser
Gill very well, and yes, I know his skeleton.
Yeah,
tattooed on his
Skeletor with the
hand.
fucking hand tie.
And
Yeah.
I was at the exercise where he was. We were shooting. I think he was shooting a C6, and the C6 had a round blew up in the spout because it was so hot. And he blew shrapnel in his hand. I party with Fraser so much, man. In
What
one
kid says
RCR.
fucking
Yeah,
name
yeah.
right
So the answer is yes. I know Fraser Gill.
Why'd you say his name wrong and then say it right?
Fraser Gill.
Well, that's right.
FRASERGILL. Yeah,
I just hated being
very,
called
very
Fraser.
well.
Hated
I
it.
knew
Hated it.
very, very well.
Yeah, it's a good dude. Yeah, so yesterday was the anniversary for him.
I didn't know he was dead.
Yeah. He that was a terrible, terrible story that I'm not gonna tell
Another
live.
time. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah. That's something that you and I could talk about when we're not live on YouTube if you want. But I end up crying and shit.
So much death.
I don't like it. So
too much death stuff lately.
But that dude was a fucking savage. He was fucking nuts. Like he really was.
He was a dirty boy.
So him and Devin were real close way back in the day too, right?
I don't know for sure.
I do. If you actually
but we all hung out in the same shack.
High hooker videos on YouTube that Devin used to put up.
Devin didn't live in the shacks, but
so Devin and Jody were together. But Fraser had a crazy ex-wife that literally wore a tinfoil hat. So that
I didn't know
Fraser couldn't send telepathic messages threatening her anymore. Right? Like, his ex-wife at one point literally called the police on him and tried to have him arrested for sending death threats telepathically. So she literally wore a fucking tinfoil hat because he was sending her telepathic death threats. Like this chick fucking lost her marbles. But she busted his head open with a fucking giant ashtray, fucking frisbeed it at him.
You want a couple of
every time I watch that was a Pineapple Express, you know that one scene where the fucking ashtray gets frisbees? I laughed my fucking
Okay,
head
I'm
off
gonna
because I
give
see
you-
it. Because Fraser had to run like fucking 5 miles to Devin's house with his head fucking bleeding because he got split with an ashtray. Fucking so Jody could help fucking stitch his head up.
in Petawawa.
That was the part where Janet
Like,
cried. spits on the-
I can
spits
tell
on
you.
him.
Do you want to hear some party quotes from Fraser Gill when we're sitting in him and I, Fraser and me, and another guy, and this shack rat, this girl that showed up from the warehouse or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
wanna
shack
know-
rats, they're a big thing. So anybody
You
that
wanna
doesn't know what a
know-
shack rat is, in the
don't-
army, especially in Petawawa, like all of the where all of the soldiers live, they call them the shacks. It's all these rooms, and it's like a giant apartment building just full of single rooms, right? And then they have the communal showers and bathrooms and laundry, everything else. So they call them the shacks. Shack rats were women of lesser morals that would go back to these buildings, and half of them would end up going door to door because they weren't done after one round. Go ahead, shack rat.
Easy.
So yes, I was in a room with Fraser Gill, and he I had to leave. I left the room, but anyway, but it was with Fraser and me, and it might have been Mike. Doesn't matter, some other guy, and
Yeah,
we're in
let's
this
not
room.
name anybody else. Fraser's dead; he can't talk about it. So
Right. So we're in the shacks there, and I lived in the shacks too. And we're in this room, and three guys, one girl sitting on the bed looking friggin' timid and kind of scared. And Fraser Gill speaks up. He says, so did you go over the list? And she
I'm
says,
pretty sure you've told this before on air.
no,
Yeah,
never.
you've told me this before.
No.
Yeah, the list. Yes, you have.
Well, then I won't say it again.
No, go
But
ahead. 'Cause
then he
started.
asked her if she was going over. Are you going over the list of the cocks you're gonna suck tonight?
Yeah. I
I
am
s- I
positive
never
you have
said
told
that
this on
before.
air. It might have been
No
off
way.
air.
I never did. Prove it. I never did. That's the
well,
first time. I can't believe I just said that. But
You might have said it off air.
It's
I think
because
I've
of
heard it.
it's a story of Fraser Gill. That's what he said. It's not what
Yeah,
I
he's a
said.
fucking savage. He didn't give a fuck.
No, and it made me laugh because of the way he said it. Like, because at first he said, so did you see the list? And she said, what list? And he's like, the list of the cocks you're gonna suck tonight. And like, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to laugh or just like whatever. And then 10 minutes, a half hour goes by of sitting around smoking and talking and drinking or whatever. And then he said, so you're going over? Going over what? Going over to the list of the cocks. I couldn't believe what he said, man. But anyway, that's Fraser Gill. And yes, he had a tattoo of a skeleton on his hand, like of the bones of his hand, tattooed on his hand.
Or maybe
And it
you
was-
just have X-ray vision and he didn't have a tattoo.
Well, he did have a tattoo, dumbass, because I'm fucking telling you he did.
But what if you just got X-ray vision?
No, it was definitely a fucking tattoo. It was one of like those old shitty green ones too.
It looked rather, primitive.
Look like a jailhouse tattoo.
It was bluish.
Yeah, like
The black looked a little bluish.
everybody's grandfather that was tough had like one tattoo on their arm and it was green. It was so fucking old.
Made with a big pen.
That's what it looked like.
like a needle with some tape.
You get a sewing needle, you drop some yarn around it, and you soak it in some Indian ink. Sometimes it puts a little bit of cigarette ash in it to like thicken up.
Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Some people like to take a knife and cut a slice into their skin and drop ink into that too, and draw lines on their
Actually,
skin.
when I was 14,
Ritual scarification and
I
stuff like that. Other people do like I don't have any. What are you showing me?
Well, I got a stick and poke tattoo on my neck, but I don't know if you can see it. But I
So
got one on this left arm. I got one on. I don't know if you can see it.
Still trying to figure out.
So, Beer Man, Devin's Forum made a comment earlier. He said your beer is the perfect size. You could do a Captain Spaulding cosplay if you painted your face.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
It does. Look at you. Look like Sid Haig.
Oh, I've heard this before. Hey, check this out though, David.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. There. You see that set of overalls I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Those are Fraser's overalls, actually. He wore those motherfuckers every day, like forever. So
Really?
yeah. But he left them at my house. So I wore them that day years ago. It just showed up my memory today.
Oh, that's really weird. That's really cool. Oh my God, you
Yeah.
still have you still have
I still have them.
That's on
But,
the side here.
My brother, so that's my youngest brother, James, on the left, or my youngest brother is Brett on the right.
fucking bunch
And
of
then
Vikings.
James is on the left, but Fraser in the middle. Those three took that picture just to make fun of me because I shaved my beard off that day.
I've never seen him with a beard.
Oh no?
No,
Did you recognize him though?
barely.
Yeah. No, he
In
was
that in that one photo, barely, because I've never seen him with a beard, and it was a weird angle and the lighting was strange. But yeah, I totally remember Fraser Gill.
Yeah,
Fucking
no.
100 goddamn percent. Like
so
I
I'm assuming that you
like
knew
a
him
like a
way
PTSD
fucking
memory
back,
that I
right?
can't just ever get rid of. What?
You and him knew each other when you were young in Petawawa, yeah?
In Pedo, I was 30 and I lived in the shacks for 7 years. So I lived from 30 years
So
old, 37 years old in the
I
shack. So
didn't
yes, I
ask
knew
for a
Dev.
huge backstory, just
That's where I met. I met Devin. I met all kinds of soldiers, and yeah, Fraser Gill was one of them that I liked.
so this was
He was cool.
a very long time ago. You didn't know him towards the end of his career, though, like when he remustered into being a mat tech.
No, probably not, because I left Petawawa in 2006.
What year was Medusa?
That was earlier. No, or was it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I have to look it up right now.
I don't
Unless
remember the
somebody-
year on it, but so
Oh,
he got all lit up. He had a bunch of fucking, he got hit by the fucking A10. He had shit in his fucking legs and his back.
So
and
he
all
was
fucked
there in
up.
Charles' company with Mark when that happened.
Yes, yes.
Fuck, I did not know that Fraser was there at the same time.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that
he
was
got all fucked up.
2006. That was
Yeah,
September. Yeah, that was 2006.
yeah. So he had a bunch of shrapnel in his fucking
Yeah, that's
spine
when-
and fucking his legs,
Yeah,
and he was all fucked up from it, right? So
Yeah,
he couldn't
that's when
do
I-
infantry anymore. So he remustered to be a mat tech, which is how I met him because he worked with my older brother, who's a mat tech there. And
material techs are good friends, man. They can.
yeah, they're
fucking
fucking handy. They make arm wrestling tables and stuff for you.
But
So that's how I met him, and he ended up. I don't know how he did it if he's all fucked up and like couldn't be infantry anymore, but he ended up being on the high performance triathlon team for the Army. So for the last like
Fraser?
year or two of his career, that's all
Fraser
he did was fucking
got in
triathlons.
shape?
Yeah,
Fraser got in
Fraser
shape.
doing triathlons.
Okay, that freaks me out a bit because he looked more like a lazier person, but that's really interesting. I did not know he got into fitness.
Like 2013, 2014, at
Fuck,
6'4" and 150 pounds, doing
I was in
triathlons and a vegan.
No way, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck, I was in
And then he
Alberta
got way too drunk at my house one night.
I
And
was
he
in
got way
Alberta
too
getting
drunk at my house
fat.
one night. And I went to bed, and he had a camper in the back of his truck. And he like climbed out of his camper all drunk, came into my fucking house, into the kitchen, like, I need some fucking food. And all he could find is this one casserole in the fridge. And it was fucking, probably had like fucking 4
You only
pounds
got
of moose
one
meat.
casserole?
Well, yeah, but it was a fucking 20-pound.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So-
awesome.
So he probably ate about that. The next morning, he went to the fucking store, fucking bought 10 pounds of fucking bacon. He's like, I was a vegan for too fucking long. I want fucking bacon. So yeah, he stopped being a vegan, quit doing the triathlons because he got too drunk at my house one night and realized that meat's awesome. And then,
Well, as long as you steered him.
so
in
then
the
when he
right
went to the
direction,
States and
brother.
became a fucking farmer, the guy was at my house living for 6 months, and then he went to the States for 6 months. And he came back from being this 6'4", 150-pound fucking vegan. And he came back, he put on 100 fucking pounds, grew a giant beard, let his hair all fucking grow, and he looked like a fucking wizard, Harry. Oh, man. You guys go ahead and talk. I'm going to try to find this fucking video.
Okay.
You guys hear me better now?
I have no idea how I'm going to find it. How do you
So,
fucking
James-
search for things on Facebook?
Just open up a new tab or something and fucking go search it.
Yeah.
So James, you have a Kawasaki. So what does it look like? Like, is it like a low rider? Is it a sport bike more or what?
Okay, so if you're not a motorcycle like rider,
I am not really at all.
basically if you look, everybody that comes up to me thinks it's a Harley. It's not a Harley. It just looks like one and it's water cooled. And yeah, it's a Kawasaki, and I can show you right now.
No, it doesn't.
Let me take a shot.
It does not look like a Harley. It's a liquid cooled homocycle. Stop it.
Well, Evan just proved my point because I said to anybody that is not a motorcycle rider thinks it's a Harley. But if you know what Harley's,
Yeah, it's built in a Harley style. Kawasaki made them, yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
show
but it's
you.
Japanese, so it actually works.
But do you ride in a club with guys that have Harleys?
No, I used to, but they're all a bunch of fucking pussies. They're like, my brother was in a motorcycle fucking club for a little bit, and they're just like, none of them liked me. They're like, this guy drinks too much, he smokes too much, and he rides too close. And I'm like, yeah, fucking, I'm not gonna ride with you unless we're peg to peg. Like if we're riding, we're peg to peg, we're smoking, we're drinking, we're doing fucking badass awesome shit. But it's like, I've been around clubs and they're just so fucking. I'm just like, dude, chill the fuck out, man. And like, I've almost had to fuck some people up too because they want to act hard and shit. And I'm just like trying to have a good time. I just want to be on my bike having a good time. Like, don't get all militant with me and try to be all like hard ass because I will fucking fight you, and yeah, fuck that club bullshit.
You're not scary. I'll fight you.
I know you will, which is why I'm your biggest fan. But anyways, that's my bike. It's
I don't
dirty.
give a
as fuck
fuck.
right now.
Your bike's shit.
Yeah, well, Oh wait, did I lose you for a second?
What?
No, we're riveted.
Oh, anyways, but yeah, that's my bike. It's a Kawasaki. It's a 900 and it's chipped and tuned and it fucking rips ass, dog. It's loud and it's fast. Like that's what I like
Big
a
ass
Harley.
rear tire.
It doesn't have it has a good size rear tire. It's not like fucking massive, but got a good size back tire on that bitch.
Yeah. It's got some beef. And
What's
the
that
torque, your
Can you read that?
your torque off the line is probably pretty good.
Come and make me.
I have more
Yes.
horsepower than. Did you see the sticker though? It says "Come and make me," right?
Yeah.
Come and make me, mother. Come and fucking make me, right? Love to see it, but torque.
No big deal.
The torque is like it matches the horsepower, right? Like the amount of torque is probably close to the amount of horsepower, but it's more horsepower than torque. Like if a motherfucker pulls up next to me, I'm shifting down twice and I'm redlining the bike, and then I'm go from there.
You know what else is really cool? It's still daylight there and it's dark here because it's 10:26 p.m. For me. But you got daylight, and I think that's really cool that we're live and you got daylight, but it's dark here.
This is my 85 bull nose that I'm selling. That's a fucking nice fast truck. It's pretty comfortable too. And this is my work truck. Oh, I don't know. I'm about to move, so I'm about to just flip it for $1,000, like whatever. Not even a big deal to me.
I'll buy it if you ship it.
But you want to see my baby? Dude, I love this truck more than I love my motorcycle. This is my fucking
Okay. Oh, look at that, eh? Ford.
This is my 70. That's my 74 square body, and everything on this truck is fucking brand new. It is Frankenstein together. It's not original. You know, I wouldn't be able to like
Do you have
sell
anything
pro-
that's like cool to talk about?
Well, I'm about to show you the motor I'm about to drop in it. Hold on. I got the motor right here. I've put
I'm
like
not
3
looking, though.
motors in it. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the engine. This is an LT, this is an LS2 LQ9 I pulled out of an Escalade.
Kabul.
But
Did you say, Evan, did you say Kabul?
What?
I thought you said Kabul.
No,
This
I
is
don't
my-
think so.
Okay, good.
hold on a second. But yeah, this is my LS. This is my LS 6-liter. It's an LQ9.
What's that? A
Um,
motor?
It's a LS motor. Well, you fucking turbo these. You on stock internals without doing anything to the internals and just keeping the engine how it is, you can boost it and get like 1,000 horsepower. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna keep it naturally aspirated. But this motor right now, dude, it's a 500 horsepower motor with just a few little changes to it, you know.
That sounds powerful. I know nothing about that shit.
Just know it's fucking awesome. But yeah, this is my LS. This is my LS2 LQ9. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. V8.
Yeah, it's a V8 and it's got flat top pistons. It's high compression. It's pretty nice.
Looks nice, man. What are you gonna put that in?
I'm gonna put it in this.
In that truck?
Yeah. In my yellow
It's
square
a
body.
Chevy.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Is
Chevy.
there lift the hood? Is there an engine in there now that you gotta pull?
No, I pulled the engine.
Okay.
Now I was gonna rebuild it. Here's the engine right here.
That's a hell of an engine right there.
Looks
Looks like a piece of shit. That's why you want to put in a better engine.
No, this is the engine I pulled because I pulled this engine. I was gonna rebuild it, but when I got the engine all bare, I realized there was a crack in the block.
Oh,
I cracked the block. So
I think I got a crack in my block too.
anyways, now I just now I use that to like train my pronator. Right? Just hold it.
Oh, you turned it into training.
Yeah.
Lifting that whole cinder block or the engine block. Just
Yeah,
pronating
exactly.
that whole. Yeah, I get it.
I'm just kidding. That thing weighs like 180 pounds, but
But yeah, and if you're doing that, if you're pronating that shit, you're gonna be the king of the world, man. At 5'8".
I think Crazy
Well,
Uncle Jim needs a super match at Arm Gods Ottawa.
Yeah,
I'll-
we're gonna have
I'll
to.
arm wrestle someone.
You're gonna have to take that Kawasaki over here and see what you can do.
well, I have a membership at like a fucking motorcycle like rental place. Like I might if I come all the way out there, I'll probably rent a Harley.
Well, it would be a long drive, man. From where you are, it'd be like
Ooh.
almost. Well, depending on how your longevity is for driving, it could be a comfortable 5-day drive or a long 4-day drive.
Just-
But that's a long. I'm thinking about where you live and where we live. That'd be a hell of a trip, man.
So I'd probably just drive through the United States and see some family members and shit, and then come up to Canada from New York because you guys are right
Yeah,
above.
that's
New York.
probably the best way. Cornwall,
Yeah.
come up to Cornwall or whatever depending on what your destination is. Yeah.
Well,
Cornwall.
if I can come up with the money to do it. See, I gotta I'm moving soon, but I have legal fees. I have legal fees and medical fees, and I'm about to move.
Mm.
So I just need to move and see if I can get myself financially stable enough to get there. I don't think I need a lot of money.
Well, right now. I guess it's a dream or something fun to think about for now.
No, yeah, but if I can get myself moved, I'm moving to Arizona, but if I can get myself moved to Arizona, start working and get some money in the bank and you know, I'm gonna do everything I can to get there because I definitely want to go.
Oh, right
Sounds
on.
like a lot of fun. And I don't need a hotel. I'll just bring, you know, I got like a little tent. And I don't need, no, I'm serious though. Another thing is you don't even need a tent. You just go city to city and you find parks and you sleep in the dugout. I've done this. I've like literally gone. I've literally
Stealth
gone.
camping. Stealth camping. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So it's like I rode my motorcycle down to see my brother in Arizona, and on the way there, I'd just stop in cities and I'd find like a baseball field, and I'd throw down my sleeping bag and my mat and sleep in the dugout.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot of money to do that. So basically, it's just like gas and food. I just need gas
You
and
got
food.
your
I just need enough money for gas and food.
if
and
you
I'm
got a
fucking there.
bike and a sleeping bag and a bivy bag, you need a bivy bag, to protect yourself from the elements. You need a bivy sleeping bag, but you need a bivy bag too, or a tent. Like
I do have a small tent. I have a little tiny tent. But yeah.
Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom again. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna have to pee soon too. Well, I'm gonna hold it as long as I can because I'm not as big of a pussy as Evan.
I just got brand new shocks and brand new brake lines. I got brand new like rotors and calipers and shit on this truck right here.
Hey, Beer Man just got brand new rotors on his van.
I thought he didn't have a van. Oh wait, his wife's van. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see some of the stickers I have? You like my stickers? This is a good one. But
That's a lot of stickers, man. Do you have any like? Oh, you don't have any, so it shows you what you run over and stuff. You don't have any like rabbit or
Devin-
gopher or deer stickers to
I
show
think
them any
Devin would
run
like this
over.
sticker. This one.
I love sushi.
This one says
Okay.
I love sushi.
Oh, I see what the picture looks like though.
And then this one says caution.
That's not exactly raw fish.
Or is it?
That one says caution. Vehicle makes frequent stops at your mom's house.
That's pretty funny.
How do I turn the camera? Oh, wait, there you go. But yeah, my brother's a turkey hunter. We like to do a lot of turkey stuff. So
Ow.
we got a lot of turkey camp 2020. We got the fucking turkeys and the hellbent shit. And
When is
Yeah,
turkey
beer
se-
man.
when is turkey season
Yes, Burmese ass creamy. Beer man went for a pee.
there? Turkey season here is like in March and April.
yeah, we have a spring season. We have a spring season, and we have a fall season. But I usually just go when my brother calls me because I don't even have a hunting license. I just like to go, with because I'm not really a turkey hunter. But
Yeah, I'm not either.
wait.
I'm not really a man hunter. This stuff smells great. This stuff smells awesome. Okay, this is getting so boring. I'm not playing World of Warships.
I think you're too far away from your Wi-Fi thing, Crazy Uncle Jim. You're starting to really break up. Your audio's really cracking, and your video's starting to. I think you're too far away from the house.
Where's the?
No, my phone's about to die. Give me 1 second.
Well, it's just you and me, Roy. So, oh, you're not turning your glasses upside down tonight. Eh? What was that all about? Anyway. Why do you do that? It looks like you have big, shiny, giant eyebrows. Like you look like a bug.
I am a bug. I'm an insect.
I don't know where I'm looking for something. I can't find it. I have
Can you hear me now? My phone was.
I have to wait for Devin or for Evan to get back because I gotta go pee too. Like we've been on for hours. This is just nuts. So, and nobody's sent any super chats, so there's like nothing to talk about.
Well,
Nothing
hey,
to
can you hear me?
respond to.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm fucking sorry. My phone died. But anyways, I'm back.
That's nice.
So the king of the table thing, Ingen versus Ray. Who's winning? Go.
I think Engen has extreme pronator power that Coach Ray might not be able to deal with. That's my opinion.
I think Coach Ray. Wait, you go now, Roy. Who you got, Roy?
I mean, if Ingen is like, who knows what coming off an injury a couple years ago. We don't really know where he's at. I mean,
He was
if
injured.
he's set, yeah, he tore his fucking what, his biceps? Was his biceps tendon?
Was that when he was pulling John? Because he got
No.
fucking handled by John.
No,
John
that
handled
was
that ass. He handled it.
I mean, if Ingen is 75% of his best self, he should win, but we just don't know. I mean, he probably, I mean, I don't think Ingen would be taking the match if he didn't think he was ready to make a match out of it, or at least have a chance to win. So
I think
Okay,
Coach Ray
Roy.
wins it. I think
Roy
Coach
and
Ray wins
James,
it.
I'm leaving it all up to you. I got to go pee, and I think it could be 45 seconds.
okay.
That's it. Okay.
It's
Anyways,
okay, I'm back. I'm still trying to find this
Oh.
video,
oh, you're back. Okay,
and I don't
Oh.
know how to find it.
Roy, what do you think of my friend?
He's really
You want to kiss those
Disturbing.
sweet fucking lips? You want to kiss
What-
those sweet lips, don't you?
what is that?
It is an elephant tusk.
Oh,
It's an elephant tusk, but it has an African lady's face carved in it.
where the hell did you get that?
I inherited it from my grandfather when he passed away.
Okay, I was gonna say it's been a while since elephant tusks have been importable.
Yeah, I did have it appraised, and I do know it's legal to own because it has to be 60 years old, and it's over 60. But my grandfather, on my the lady, my mom who adopted me on her side of the family, my grandfather Howard Montgomery was one of the chief engineers for like the 747, the 737 passenger plane. He worked on the Mars missiles, and you know, he did a lot of shit for Boeing, and even worked with NASA. And he would travel the world, and he brought this back from Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known some older people that were like, they're gone now, but there was a guy that lived next door to my great aunt and great uncle near Jacksonville, Florida. And this guy, he traveled, he went all over the world, especially Africa, but he killed everything. Like his whole entire 2-story house it was like a museum. It was covered in, it was just when you were a kid, it was the most incredible thing to go. We'd go down there to visit, and we'd go over there to his house, and it was just like, I mean, he literally had like different rooms in his house were for different continents. I mean, he had the things that held the fire pokers, the fire
things
pokers
that held the fire pokers.
Yeah, next to his fireplace were elephant feet. Seriously.
Elephant feet?
Yeah, he had the elephant feet like preserved, and like they were just held
That's
to
crazy.
them.
But
He had bearskin rugs. He had, I mean, he killed all the shit in Africa that you didn't know what it was unless he told you. I mean, it was just like all these different. Just
this is
Isn't that a
This
hell
is
of
a-
a fact?
this is from this is a juvenile too. This is like this
Look at
elephant
that
tusk is from a juvenile. This is not like a full grown elephant.
no, yeah, that's not a real big one. I mean,
Yeah. But I think it's cool, man, because like I remember going to Thanksgiving and Christmas parties, and this thing was always just chilling on the coffee table. And I always thought it was just something cool to look at. But man, I had it appraised, and the guy told me, he's like, dude, it's old enough that you can legally keep it, and you didn't inherit it. Like, you're totally legal to own it, but you can't sell it. You can't ever sell it. But, and I'm just like, tell me how much it's worth. Just tell me how much it's worth. He's like, well, theoretically, it like $3,200, like a fucking pound. I'm not sure how much this thing weighs, but I would never sell it though, anyways, because you know, fucking 50 years from now, it could be worth like 10 grand. I don't know.
yeah.
But it's a real live, legitimate fucking elephant tusk. And you know what's funny is, I thought like, is it devalued because there's a fucking
ivory
face
is
carved in it?
expensive.
I was like, is it
Ivory is
devalued because there's a
expensive.
face carved in it? But I asked the man, he's like, no, actually, carvings and art made out of ivory actually make it more expensive. So I guess it actually upped
Yes,
the
for
value,
sure.
considering it has like an African woman's face on it. Look at those fucking lips, right? Look at the lips on her, dog. Suck you off real
Yeah,
good.
that
Look
could be worth a lot of money to a collector, for sure, man.
at those lips, right? Yeah, but
It looks like it's well carved. that could be worth a lot to a collector, for sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, me and my brother were smart because my family, they had like a lot of like when my grandma and grandfather like passed away and everything, like everything was kind of like everybody's going in to grab stuff, but everybody was like more interested in like money and stuff like that. They were like grabbing stuff that was like there was a couple cars and
Money.
there was a couple cars and expensive
That's
things that
what I
everybody was like
meant.
so obsessed about getting things for money. My brother was smart. My brother, first thing he did is he ran into my grandpa's room and he grabbed his fucking medals. And I was like, thank fucking God. So my brother has his medals and I have his elephant tusk. Everybody else got like cars and other things and sold the shit for money.
Whoa.
Me and my brother, everything me and my brother grabbed from my grandpa's, we still own. Like he didn't sell anything, I didn't sell anything. But my uncle my grandpa,
I'm sure it's something.
my grandpa worked for Boeing and he did he did the Mars missiles with NASA, even like helped with Boeing doing like fucking programming and shit. But he was a higher up at Boeing and he just had a bunch of medals. You know, he had a bunch of medals from NASA and a bunch of medals from like Boeing. And yeah, it's the first thing my brother grabbed. He went up there and grabbed my grandfather's medals. I grabbed this. I was like, I want this because I don't know. I just thought it was dope. I love this thing.
Here, well, you want to see some dope? Here is 70 grams of primo hashish.
70?
70
Is
grams.
that it?
I'll break it open. Can I break it open? Oh,
Are you sure?
ASMR. I wish there was sound for the ASMR. But look at that. Like that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it
I
only
made
70?
this. So what I did is I've had plants for the past couple of years just hanging around in my barn, like drying out. And so I took all of them and ripped all the flowers off the branches and took it to this person that knows how to make this stuff. Oh my God. And now I got the biggest chunk of fucking
Elephant crap. It
hashish
looks like
that I've
looks
ever
like
seen in my life. Well, it's 70. Well, I'm saying 70 because I've smoked 2 joints and it was originally 71. Like, so it could be 69. But it smells so fucking good. It smells so fucking good. And like when I was a kid, like a little pinch of this big, you know, like there you go. There's like a huge, like that's probably 2 bottle totes right there. And like that's like, I feel like I've gone from rags to riches, you know.
I'm trying to take a dab right now, but I can't because my fucking so this thing was full yesterday, and I opened it up and started torching my fucking dab rig to get it hot. And I was like, taking some shots, and then I take a dab, and I fucking passed out in my chair for who knows how long. And when I woke up, I could smell the propane in the air, and this thing was fucking empty. And I'm like, fuck, man. You know how expensive these things are now? Like 5 years, these things were like $4, and now they're like $13.
Yeah, try buying primers to load ammo.
My brother reloads, and my buddy Ray,
Ash
his brother
Wednesday.
reloads too.
Yeah, I used to buy primers for 3.5 cents a piece. Now they're 10 cents a piece if you can find them.
Jesus. I'm gonna put my hat back on.
I used to be able to buy.
I
used to be able to buy 5,000 Winchester large pistol primers for $150 at a gun show. Now those same ones would be $500 fucking dollars.
Hey, you know what people are doing now?
Easy.
Take them, those pounders they use to drive a nail into cement. You
Ram
can
set.
get them at Home
Ram
Depot. Get them at Home Depot. You know them drivers that drive a
Oh, the
nail
Ram.
into
Yeah, it's a
cement?
ram set. I have one.
It's ram set, yeah. Well, you can take them 22 caliber blanks and actually fire shit out of that thing like a gun.
I've done
you
commercial framing.
You can
Like
put
the
a
nails that you're supposed
22.
to have in them.
You can put a 22 caliber pellet right in front of that blank and fire it like a gun.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we did. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, it's
that.
not going to be accurate worth a fuck very far.
Well,
But yeah,
well, short range, for short range,
Yeah.
it'll,
So that's a
you
Kyle's
should
ankle.
see what it does. I watched a video, like it actually punctures, it punctured the metal better than a 22 LR did.
You know
I
what
was
kind of
amazed.
nails they? You know what kind of nails they use for that? They're called Tico nails, and they're fucking stainless steel.
I'm not
And then-
talking about a nail, dude. I'm talking about
Well,
using one of them pneumatic hammers to and one of the 22 caliber blanks to
Pneumatic
fire a
means-
22 caliber pellet out of the barrel of the fucking thing and fire it
Pneumatic-
like a gun. It's an
Pneumatic is-
illegal hack,
Pneumatic is air. That's
but
your
it's
air gun.
perfectly. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah. Well,
Can't
anyways,
believe I just said that.
pneumatic pneumatic means air, brother. Pneumatic is air. But no, dude, I've seen.
Oh
Rams-
yeah, I guess pneumatic
I've
is
seen
air.
Rams
Yeah,
that-
I guess pneumatic is air. Sorry, yeah, pneumatic is air.
Yeah.
But I was
You can get
talking about
pneumatics
them.
larger
Those.
calibers. You can get them in like 22 mag and shit.
No, I was specifically talking about those nail drivers that are supposed
the
to
ram
drive,
set.
you know,
Yeah.
that you used to drive like nails into this cement, and they have a 22 caliber like blank, and you could buy them for cheap, real cheap.
Yeah,
And-
they're not
and
too.
thing is, what I'm telling you, and I shouldn't be saying this, but
Yeah, you should.
but you can put in the barrel instead of a nail, and you have that 22 caliber blank there. Instead of a nail, you can push with a ramrod. You can push a 22 caliber pellet, lead pellet, or whatever's type of pellet you want down there, as long as it's 22 caliber, and it'll launch it like a firearm, like for a decent distance. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a very viable survival option, I think.
Oh yeah, dude, you slap a ram set straight to someone's dome, like yeah, you fucking put him down. Sounds like a sick dog.
Well, that's an interesting interpretation of what I said, but we'll go with it.
we just use real guns here in
To
the
be fair,
States.
but to be fair, my pistola, my
Yeah, I
fucking
like well, I don't want to say. Is it bad? Yeah, maybe it's bad.
the only problem, like my air gun would do the same thing, but yeah, it's connected to an air hose.
You have an air gun connected to an air hose.
Well, my nail gun, my pneumatic nail gun.
Oh yeah. Oh, those. Can they? You have to press that against a piece of wood in order for it to engage, right?
Same with the
it's
ram
like
set.
it's like a
It's safety.
safety, right?
Yeah, but
It's
it's,
like
the
a
same with
safety,
the ram.
right?
It's the same with the ram set though. What you do is there's this little metal cylinder and it pushes in like to the gun and it allows it to shoot.
Mm.
You just pull it back. You know, you take that, and my nail gun
Just weld a little stick onto it that you can just pull back, and then you can shoot it like a gun.
no, you just do it with your finger. You just take
Literally,
your finger. Like
I've
this,
watched it. I've watched
Pull
a guy do it. Like
pull
you
it
can
back.
just literally just like the part that you're supposed to push into the wood, you can literally just weld a little hand grip onto that, so you can pull back on the hand grip to engage it and
Like,
actually fire this thing like a firearm. It's a
But you don't need to do that.
it's a survival
Pretend
hack.
I'm holding my
Probably
nailer,
something
right? I'm
talking
holding my
about.
nail gun. You take your finger and you go like this. Ding.
Oh,
boom,
and
boom, boom,
like one of
you
them.
can shoot it.
So you can shoot your nail gun, like your pneumatic nail gun, like a
Fuck
gun. You can shoot
Oh,
it
fuck
like
yeah.
at the wall, at a target on the wall.
Oh fuck yeah! And my buddy Nick has a full auto one. You just
Okay,
take
that
your
sounds
finger,
like okay.
you go
That
like
kind of
this.
sounds like fun.
It is fun, yeah. I got shot with one by my friend Dragon. He was trying to get my attention. I was down in the courtyard, and he was on the third floor trying to get my attention.
Dragon was trying to get James' attention here. I'll just shoot you in the ass with a fucking nail gun.
Shot me in the hard hat. I'm like bending over trying to pick up this like 700-pound
Holy
beam,
fuck.
and all of a sudden I hear ding, ding, ding. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and Dragon's my crew. I'm like, you motherfucker! Like,
Like, as if, eh? Where's Evan?
I don't know. He's trying to
Oh,
find
I'm
a
still
video.
here,
CP.
just listening to you guys talk about your bullshit.
Okay. Well,
Someone
I had
wants to
be-
absolutely
well-
nothing to add to the conversation that you guys
we
are having.
could be talking about your bullshit.
Okay, so
if you-
like
If just
Ray-
give us
Ray-
something to talk about. We're trying to.
I'm gonna
This
go
is your show, man.
I'm
This
gonna
is
go
your
with
show,
Coach
man.
Ray. I'm gonna go with Coach Ray 3-0. He beats Ingen, right? Easy day for Ray.
Ooh.
What about
Coach Ray.
Corey
I-
though?
Actually, you know what? I actually think, okay, in my mind right now, I have no real basis for reality right now, but I have a feeling Engen might overpower Coach Ray. Because I think Engen's machine that he's using, that Cronator fucking weird thing, I want one.
I think
Okay,
they both
I want-
suck and nobody cares.
My
Good point.
opinion sucks, yes.
Hey, they both beat you, Beer Man.
Get fucked. Not close.
I
They
know
can
Evan.
still-
I know
Boy,
Evan.
they
That
can still suck and beat him. Like, you know,
just because
doesn't
he's
mean
got
they don't suck.
caterpillars on his head.
Well,
doesn't
you gotta fucking break it down a little bit. Just because they suck doesn't mean they can't beat me. I
Yeah.
also suck.
exactly.
Like, I haven't won a match in like fucking 4 years. COVID destroyed my arm wrestling. How do I sue COVID? Because I haven't been the same since.
You got to sue Trudeau.
You got to move to America. Then you can sue. You can sue the wind for blowing in the wrong fucking direction.
Fuck yeah.
Move to America. You can sue anybody for any fucking
So
reason.
that thing that Ingen does, where it's just like turning a handle like this. There's no lifting with your arm or elbow. It's just like
It's like it looks like a really pure, like pure pronator. Like he's got like it's like one rod with the weight and another rod that changes the angle, and he's just pure like pronating pure weight.
it seems like
pure,
that would be
it's just
kind of
pure like
unnatural.
this. It's just this. It's just pure this.
Kind of
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
And
stupid.
he
Like,
and
why?
if you've seen some of the fucking shots and some of the videos, well, I'm just saying, I wouldn't underestimate Engen. Like Coach Ray against Engen. Coach Ray is a fucking fantastic arm wrestler. Oh my god! And Engen hasn't proven himself lately, but this could be fun, man. Because I think Engen is stronger than.
Well, that's a hilarious opinion because Ingen is possibly the most accomplished arm wrestler ever.
yeah, but
Okay.
he's not had a right arm match in what,
Yeah, I don't know the
2 years
I don't-
since he tore his shit.
I'm embarrassed because I don't know the
Because he
history.
retired.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he tore his his biceps tendon against Makarov.
Yeah. It wasn't anywhere near as bad as he thought it was when he pulled out of the match. I think he pulled out of the match because he's a bit of a pussy and knew he was gonna lose. So as soon as he's like, oh, I felt something, I should probably stop so I don't lose, so I can tell everybody I still would have won. Because Engen's a crazy fucking asshole.
Ingen looks like a hairless ape. Like a
Well, he's got a
hair-
fucking caterpillar on his fucking face. Fuck that guy. He's a crazy asshole. So I just spent like the last 15, 20 minutes trying to fucking search through my own goddamn feed to find this fucking video where Fraser and I decided we were going to do an experiment to find out the effects of a taser in arm wrestling does. You know, like your muscles all work on electrical impulses, right? Your brain sends electrical signal to your muscles.
Yes.
That's what causes a contraction.
Yes.
When people electrocute themselves, they don't get thrown 50 feet. They jump 50 fucking feet because the electrical signal sent through their body is so strong that their muscles do
Makes the
something that their brain's
muscles
not strong enough to make them
do
do.
that.
So we had this great idea, drunk as fuck, that maybe if we tase the bicep during the match, it'll just go wah, crazy strong. No, that's not what happens. Fraser definitely collapsed to the floor. And I was trying to find the fucking video.
I just saw the video of you carrying those fucking shingles, man. What the fuck?
y'all thought just because you were in the midst of arm wrestling, it was just going to enhance your arm wrestling rather than render you incapacitated on the ground like it's intended to.
That's better.
Evan, how the fuck did you carry that shit up alive?
Look, if you tase the bicep, you've got electrical signal going through the body. Use a theory. I didn't say we were all really smart all the time,
I love
but we
Diamond.
fucking drink a lot and it was worth a test. So we fucking took a turn tasing everybody.
I've actually never been tased. Tear
I want to
gas.
get tased.
I've been tear gassed multiple times.
Being tased isn't that bad.
Dude, I think I'd be good at it because growing up, I used to just love fucking shocking myself for some reason.
So James, I don't want to sound like incredibly derogatory towards you here, but I don't think you're good at anything.
Well, I'm good at a lot of things, mostly just riding my motorcycle. But
You enjoyed
fucking
shocking
need a
yourself.
Fucking dump truck. How are you good at that?
I don't want
well,
to.
I used to be skinny, but anyways,
I just want to ride my motorcycle.
So you're good at used to being skinny?
I guess I'm still athletic, just because I'm fat and like being lazy right now. Like
At 5'6", 320, there's no way you're going to convince me you're athletic.
5'8".
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
It's
wanna-
all
what I-
hyperbole, David.
What I really want to know, Crazy Uncle Jim,
Just
is
being a judge.
when are you going back into the mines of Moria to get your gold back from Smog?
Fuck.
That's some kind of like nerd shit. What the fuck does that even mean?
He said you look like a fucking dwarf.
Are dwarfs like really strong?
Yeah.
Yes, they are for their size.
But they're
yes.
short, fat, and bearded.
Sounds just like me.
Yeah.
And so are the
You could be-
females of your kind.
You could be like Thorin
Sounds like my
Oakenshield.
type, right?
You could be like Thorin Oakenshield or something.
He'd be more like Bomber.
Oh my God, what a visual. I have
Roy?
to give that one to Roy.
Yeah.
It's actually upsetting.
It is
I feel like a fucking nerd
that I even know that.
for knowing.
Yeah.
You guys fucking nerds.
I
My
feel
boss-
guilty and
Fuck
I
you,
feel-
fucking
actually,
nerds.
now I feel bad. I'm starting to feel bad.
Nerds.
about
My
the whole
boss-
thing now.
My boss used to call me Wreck-It Ralph. He's like, you look like that guy that's on my kid's video game. Not really sure what that is or what it means, but he used
Oh,
to
that
call
was a
me.
movie. Isn't that a movie? Wreck-It Ralph?
Wreck-It
No,
Ralph's
he's-
fucking awesome.
He said, "Yeah, finally, Evan. What's up with the vodka, man? Take a shot with me, dog." And then I was also called. So when I did commercial framing,
Hey, whoa,
Oh, shit, it's about
David,
time.
Roy, fucking crazy Uncle Jim, shut the fuck up. We got Big B.
I
What's
agree,
that-
and I
what's-
will. How's it going, Big B?
What's that hogwash vodka you're drinking there?
Not enough. Wait,
B?
take a poll with me. Hey, Big
I
B.
told you to shut the fuck up. We got Big B here now.
Exactly. I got something important to say to Big B.
Well, I got
Why-
something important to say to Big B right now, and I'm more important than you because it's my fucking show. How about you shut the fuck up like I asked you? My internet fucks off of me every 13 seconds. So why don't you shut the fuck up like I asked so I can use my time?
You're running out of
Good?
time. Go
We
ahead.
good?
I was gonna say his camera looks a little.
Oh,
like
no,
it
you're
has-
still talking. Fuck you.
Your
B.
camera looks a little.
Now,
His camera looks like it got some bacon grease on.
do I
it.
gotta
Like,
put you on fucking mute, motherfucker?
all I was gonna say is, Big B, clean your camera.
Yeah. Don't
There
worry.
you
Don't
go,
worry
it looks
about
better
this
now.
camera.
Clean your
That's all I
camera.
wanted to say, man. That's all I wanted to say. You don't gotta pick on little old me.
Apparently, this show has just been an absolute dumpster fire without the big guy. That's what I'm hearing.
Well,
That's
I'll
it.
tell you,
Oh,
it
now
feels
that
like
you're
it's been an
here.
absolute fucking dumpster fire. I
Yeah,
fucking
now that
hated
you're
the
here,
entire
whoa,
show.
let's
I
get this
am not
party
in a good
started,
fucking
eh?
mood, and I can't handle listening to these fuckheads talk all night.
Yeah.
So I am glad you're here myself. So
Me
here's
too.
the thing, B. I have not been having a good couple of days. You know this.
Yeah. It's been.
Why would you join the show and come at me like that and rub it in my face that I'm drinking this fucking piss? You think I'm happy about this?
I just think it was a funny time to jump in and catch
You
it.
know
catch a trip and
goddamn
drink it,
well what I think
drink it
about
with the
vodka and how you motherfuckers ruined vodka for me.
Vodka. Oh yeah.
And now you're gonna make fun of me because I gotta
Hey,
drink
nobody-
this piss.
Hey, none
I
of you
feel
guys
bad
brought-
enough about having to drink this shit.
Didn't I ask you for a case and nobody brought me one yet?
Oh, we
So
talked about that
here's the
after.
thing, David. I had your case of vodka in the bike when I got hit. It all got ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I'm still
sucks,
out the money, though.
man. Fucking like double whammy. Like that's just like the worst
Yeah.
news ever. No, but I'm glad you're okay. And
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
like, are you seriously uninjured? Other than you? No, you took a jolt. You took a jolt for sure.
I got whacked up a bit.
Yeah,
Basically,
but-
the right leg from the knee down is not happy.
What was this?
I'm not gonna die.
Nothing
You know,
snapped.
like,
Nothing
pretty happy
snapped.
about that. But the knee, the shin, the foot, the ankle, it's all pretty unhappy with me.
You didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it drop and stand back up or what?
No, he didn't lay his
No,
bike
I was
down.
able to hold it up because I'm a goddamn
Wow.
man.
But
It definitely retore my fucking hernia trying to fucking hoist 1,000 pounds.
Ah.
It's yeah. I think that guy owes me money for this. Roy, you're my lawyer. You tell me.
Definitely.
please,
Yeah.
Roy, what can we
And if
do?
we
What
were
can
in the
happen?
States, I would get it.
Okay, yes, please. I'd like to listen to Roy about what he says about. I'd love to hear it.
I have one question.
David, that is the worst thing I've ever heard you say. I have told you to shut the fuck up a lot of times on this show, David, but you just said you want to hear Roy talk.
He sounds like he's
And
going
that-
For a minute, just to explain,
That's not cool, man.
the your rights and shit. If he knows anything about Canadian law, it might be different.
Holy fuck.
Well, I don't know
Did you
anything.
rip the stitches
Shut up, Roy.
in the crash, or did you rip your shit up picking up the bike? Like, did it happen during the crash, or did it happen picking up the bike?
I didn't
We're
drop the
not
bike. When the guy hit
investigating.
me, it fucked
I'm
me
not-
off. And I had
Okay.
to kind of ride it out and control it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So direct cause.
Then here in America, you getting fucking paid.
Man, in America, I'm pretty sure if somebody hits you on your motorcycle, that's like you're allowed to defend yourself with firearms, right?
Yeah.
Like, they hit your
Canada, we're not
motorcycle, you're allowed to
open
just
carry.
fucking shoot them. Like,
That
at
carries
least
a
in
big
Texas.
weapon.
It's got to be a thing in Texas.
No, Texas. So in Texas has the most relaxed rules, and it's basically if someone comes on your property, you have castle law and you can smoke their ass legally. In a lot of other states, you literally have to have your door kicked in. Like in my state, if I shoot a motherfucker through the door before he kicks it in, I'm going to fucking prison. In Texas, I can shoot you dead in my fucking driveway, leave you to rot.
Well, here in Canada, once you've kicked my door in or my window, look, I got a window right behind me
Here
right
in
here.
Canada,
If some motherfucker decided they were breaking that thing and crawled through it while we're live here, I'm not even allowed to punch the guy.
yeah, it's
How do you
crazy.
know
I
it's
would be
James?
charged for assault immediately if
It's
somebody
crazy.
breaks in through my window while I'm sitting on the fucking couch. They would rather me help him carry my fucking TV out than physically defend. I'm not allowed to physically defend my own property.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And
mean,
we're
I
not allowed to
personally
use
believe-
firearms either in defense of our own homes because the cops would ask, well, somebody
No,
breaks
they
into your
have,
home,
they
they're gonna
have-
ask you,
They have
Hold on,
why
laws
isn't your
about gun control,
firearm
David,
There's something called
which
an
means
eye for an
criminals
eye law
don't
here.
have guns.
locked in a locker?
So we don't need them because criminals don't have them because they have gun control laws.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
here,
you know-
here in Canada, if someone comes at you, like you're allowed to use equal force. If someone comes at you with a knife, you can use a knife. If somebody comes at you with a gun, you can use a gun. If somebody comes at you with fists, you can use
No, you can't
Just
use a
like
gun
when
if they
you
come at you with a
escalate
gun.
Second you escalate shit, now you're having to fucking defend yourself in court.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
Well, it probably
No,
depends
the
on
thing is about using a gun to defend yourself if they have a gun. Yes, yes, legally you can, except you have to have your gun locked in
And you're
this
gonna
place.
not, but
Yeah,
your
you're
it's
gonna-
ammunition
already
locked in
it's
another
already
place.
got a
If they
gun
come at
lock
you with a
on
gun,
it.
you do not
It's
have
in your
time.
locker too. Like you'd never have a chance to use it in a defensive situation because they have
Basically,
to be
unless
locked in
you're
the
in the
locker.
bush hunting and you have your rifle with you,
Can't even
there's
protect
no way you could ever
yourself
come across a
in Canada.
scenario that happens.
It's so fucking annoying.
Evan, basically, unless you know a motherfucker that's an excavator, you're fucked because I'll bury that motherfucker 30 feet for you. No one, I'll put a 10,000 foot, I'll bury him 30 feet and put a 10,000 pound rock on him. No one's ever gonna find him.
I mean, I got a family full of meat
That's one way to
cutters
do
and
it, I
farmers, and they've got pigs and grinders. Like, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But
I'm just
oh,
saying,
the
legally,
chipper.
if somebody crawls through this window, I'm not allowed to physically fucking stop him.
that's insane,
I'm not.
bro. That's insane.
So that
They're
whole
calling
using
it a chipper.
reasonable force, like to defend yourself, is true. But if he comes in and starts robbing me in front of me, I'm not allowed to physically stop him unless he attacks me or my family.
yeah,
Then
but
I
it's,
can
you know how
physically
easy it is to
respond.
say that, like, oh, when he came in here, he said, oh, I'm gonna fucking, he said some crazy shit. Then you're good. You have the right to fucking defend yourself now. If
Yeah.
you're home,
You're right.
like,
My
if this
weekend
guy comes
grabbing
into
up
my
my
home,
fucking child, right?
this guy
And then I
breaks
put
into
him
my
down.
house, pulls out his wiener in front of my kids, and I shoot him dead. I'm gonna do time for the gun. I'm gonna get away with fucking smoking this idiot, but I'm gonna do time for an unregistered firearm or a registered firearm in the commission
So-
of whatever.
You're in
Allegedly.
America,
But you
5 years
protected your
minimum.
family.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You know?
So basically, if somebody were to actually crawl through this window and I was live on YouTube, I would have to end the stream immediately so
And
that
then
I
handle
could
the
lie
situation.
in the report saying that he attacked me first, right?
The guy crawls in the window here.
No. What you do is you end the live stream and then you pretend like nothing ever happened because it didn't.
No, I
right?
just turn the camera off and leave the audio going on where you hear me yelling, "Stop hitting me." And then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
He's raping me. He's raping me and it hurts.
Why would you go with that? That you don't have any legal rights to do much about it.
If it hurts, why do you keep coming back?
Wait, what?
Well, I'm trying to get legal permission to rape the guy back. Like that's fucked up.
Oh man, what was that guy there? The
You know what?
hitchhiker. The hitchhiker.
This is what you expect from a guy driving a Kawasaki.
Oh man.
No, Beer Wife is definitely fucking sleeping. Sorry, I didn't see my kid in the chat. It's hard to watch chat and be drunk.
Oh, fuck.
But now,
Most-
yeah, it's fucked up. It's
I
like,
see a word. Somebody said dad. Beer Dutter said dad.
David Tomes, I literally just addressed that.
Oh.
Like
David, it
seconds
sounds
ago.
like you fucking
Well,
hit,
maybe I
man.
was zoned out for a second. Excusez-moi.
Have you ever zoned in?
No.
Sometimes, yes. But I do daydream a lot, as you've seen.
He's in the phantom zone.
He's a dreamer.
Well, I got to take a picture of this fucking cigar label because this thing is fucking
You're fucking.
fantastic. I'm gonna put this on my list.
Trying to fire up this dab rig, but my fucking propane is out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
How's-
man, we have fucking.
Hey, did I show? Oh shit. Okay, I know this is vanity, but did I show Big B my chunk of hash? Did you see my chunk of hash, Big B?
I have not seen your chunk of hash, I don't think.
Okay, no, okay, because that was earlier on. I'll grab it, but I just want a little tiny backstory. I had plants hanging in my barn and in my house for the past
Yeah.
couple of years. I decided to take it all, get these boys to do it proper, make a nice black hash out of all that, whatever they could grab it. So it was about 4 pounds of weed. A lot of it was, like shake. So I ended up getting out of the keef and everything, and return was 71 grams of the most beautiful hash I've ever smoked.
Mm.
it's mixed with different kinds of plants, so it's so nice. Let me just grab it and show you. Well, it won't be perfect.
Seems a bit light, but
There was a lot of
Jesus.
oh,
Evan's a fucking beast.
anyway, like it's a nice chunk.
Crazy as
I don't
hell.
know what the camera will show.
yeah.
It's a nice, and it's perfect. It's like the stuff I grew up with, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
what
happy
you
with
can
it.
see. I don't know what you can see, but
Looks like a nice little slab of hash there.
yeah, and like I've never had anything like that before in my life.
We'll
Not
keep
like
you
that.
keep you in the game for a little bit.
And the good thing is it just came from, you know, a couple of, you know, seeds I put in the ground, and now I
Yeah.
got that.
Oh, that's good, man. I get some crazy hash myself. Some fucking-
Do you like it? Do you like hash?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I've enjoyed it. I tend to roll a joint with tobacco, and that's the way I tend to
Yeah,
smoke.
for me, I just
Let me ask you a
mix it with the
question, though.
weed.
How much tobacco? Just like a little bit?
I used to do it.
You want? I use enough. I break up the hash. Sometimes I heat it up with a lighter a bit to fluff it up a bit, and then I'll use enough tobacco to make sure. You want to. I like a nice. I don't know how to say even mix. A nice even mix, so it burns well. If you don't put enough tobacco, the hash won't burn. It just won't burn thoroughly. So you
Oh,
need
you're doing
enough
hash
tobacco.
and tobacco? I thought you were talking
You
about
need-
rolling like a fucking
A hash
split.
joint, yeah, with tobacco and hashish.
Oh man, that'll fuck you up, dog.
Oh,
That was
that's
how
the
we
only way
really
to.
used to do
Yeah,
it.
it's beautiful. It's nice.
I mix it
Nice.
with the weed now, though. But if you want to taste the hash, then you do with tobacco.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, you can mix it with weed too. They call that a salad.
Yeah, a little salad.
I call it a spliff. When you roll a joint, you sprinkle a little tobacco in that fucking bitch. Call it spliff.
Yeah.
But the
Fucking
thing
right.
about it is, me and my homies, we were like chain smokers from the age of 12. And like we did hard drugs, we smoked weed constantly, but we never mixed it. Like we never mixed it. We never rolled splits, we never did mole bowls. We always kept the weed and tobacco separate. You know, we get high and then we smoke a cigarette. I go hang out with my little brother who's always been straight edge. He's like hangs out with all the skier kids or whatever. And dude, all the jocks and preps were like totally into mole bowls. It was weird. I was like, no, I never really did the mole bowls or the splits. I always kept the marijuana and the
Is a
tobacco
mole
separate.
bowl like a popper? Is that where they're doing it?
Mole
Like
bowl,
with
a
tobacco in
mole
the
bowl
bottom?
is where you take your Marlboro and you just dribble a little bit of tobacco into your fucking bong on
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of the
yeah.
green,
It's
and you
it's
just rip
exactly
it.
it's a popper. Around here we call it a popper. It fucks your brain up.
Yeah, so I never really did that, but the preppy jock
Neither
kids
did I.
for some reason.
No, poppers fuck you up. They literally kill your brain cells.
I believe it. I'm like full blown retarded almost. I'm working on it. I'm almost there. Right?
The most important thing is that we can admit these things.
Oh, I will admit anything. I have no shame or filter.
I know my
Yeah.
filter's broken.
That got
too.
me in trouble one time with my
Gets me
buddy.
in trouble all the time.
Dude, I accidentally cock blocked my friend, my buddy Ray. It was an accident, but he had this girl he'd been dating for a while, right? And he asked me, he's like, hey man, what are you doing right now? Because me and so we're about to go on a hike and we just got, done with our date, but we're gonna go on a hike. You want to come on a hike with us? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I went to meet them at the trailhead because I wanted to go on a hike with them. But like a few months prior, I really wish I would have had a filter this day because what I said was fucked up. I just like couldn't.
I know I got myself in so much trouble.
Yeah, but anyways, I meet them at the trailhead and there's like a little memorial at the trailhead because months before, I'm talking like literally 2 months before, a 16-year-old kid like fell off the cliff and he fell to his death. And they had a little memorial that said, heaven had gained an angel, and I said, "That's funny. I thought angels had wings." And dude, she lost her shit.
Hello.
That's what I
Semi
thought. Angels,
inappropriate.
I thought angels had wings.
But funny as hell at the same time.
I didn't even mean to say it, man. I heard myself saying it, and I was like, "Oh God, yeah, that was bad."
Don't make this come out of me. Don't let it happen. No, but then it did happen. You just let it out. You let Satan flow through you.
But no, she was like, she walked up to the fucking memorial. She's like, she read it out loud, and then I said that shit. And then she was like, "Your friend's a fucking asshole. He probably voted for Trump." And I'm like, "You goddamn right, cunt.
You probably voted for Trump. You're an asshole."
Goddamn right.
Why does that make me laugh so much? Like,
But anyways,
what in the Jesus fuck is that?
yeah, that's like the only thing I ever felt bad about, because I didn't mean to say it. It just did. But it is what it is.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Evan's beard is getting thicker.
Yeah.
Thicker
I'm
than
about to know.
He's like Sasquatch. Like when his beard gets big, he's like, wow. Like I can't match that beard. Like mine's all white, like straight. Like his is more like, well, he grows it out on the cheeks, and it's like just becomes a massive fucking like.
Yeah.
Well, we've all seen it. We've all seen it. No need to indulge.
I've seen all forms of it.
I've seen
Yeah. From like an egg to a chicken. You know what I mean? I'm glad the egg
From
phase
the
is over.
beginning, from
'Cause
the
it was
very
fucking
beginning, we've
horrendous when he looked
seen
like a
the
fucking
beard
egg.
progression.
Yeah.
Progress.
David, I'm about to take a fucking dab, bro. Fucking dab.
Hey, right on, man.
Yeet.
It's about time.
Except my fucking propane fucking died.
How is that my problem?
Oh, it worked.
Sorry, guys. I had to talk to my kid there. Fucking, she showed up crying and shit. Blah blah blah.
Are we being
I
too
had to say
loud?
to make the situation worse. I'm a terrible fucking parent. I might actually be a worse father than Chris Benoit, but I enjoy it.
Should we poll that? Or...
Is the beer daughter having
You know
problems?
anything about Chris Benoit's parenting? He murdered his wife and child.
That's fucked up, man. I lived in a house called the Murder House, where the house
It's actually really fucking terrible that you didn't get murdered while you were there, because now I got to listen to you.
Wow.
well, I had the weirdest
Good
thing
morning.
happen. So anyways,
Was the rent
I mean-
cheap at the murder house?
well, it was free, and I'll tell you why.
Well, I mean, it
I
sounds
got
like you
paid to live
did.
there. But basically, my mom was like a realtor lady. She had a bunch of properties and stuff. And at the time, I was living at a property that she wanted to be fixed up so she could sell. And my buddy Jeff hit me up, and Jeff was like, "Hey, I just inherited my dad's old house that I used to like rent before the incident, you know, because in 1998, you know, there was murders there and stuff. But he's like, if you move into this house, like you can live here rent free, just like fix everything up and get it ready for me to sell." And I'm like, cool, fair deal. I moved in there and I started like fixing the place up and everything. And me and my buddy Ray were carpenters and framers. And so we got to live here for free just by fixing the place up. And we didn't have to pay anything, just fix the place up on the weekend. But dude, one fucking morning, I'll just tell you the story real quick. This terrible piece of shit of a human being murdered his wife and then murdered his 15-year-old and 9-year-old daughter. But he murdered the wife in bed. The kids heard it. The kids heard it, and they came out of their rooms, and like he murdered the 15-year-old, like stabbed stabbed her to death in the hallway and then stabbed the 9-year-old to death in the fucking kitchen. Well, I had a nightstand with like a little table by the window in the kitchen. And before me and Ray moved in there, like Ray's like, we should bless this house. And I'm like, okay. And so we like
Didn't
burned
you
sage.
just say I want to tell this story real quick?
Yeah, it's almost done. But we burned sage and we like had a prayer with the Lord. And like we tried to make sure that these ladies knew that we're not like a threat or anything bad. And we moved in there and everything was fine. But one fucking day, man, I'm sitting at this nightstand reading the Bible and I felt this little hand touch me on my shoulder. Holy fuck, dude. I didn't even open the door, dude. I fucking kicked the door and just ran out of the house. It was, oh my God, that was so weird. And I was driving the yellow square body, dude. I jumped into my yellow square body and I fucking laid patch, dude, like a mile down the road, dude. I was freaking out. That was so weird. I'm sitting there reading the Bible, man. I felt this little hand like touch me on the shoulder. And I was just like, holy fuck, dude. I jumped like 10 feet.
Express.
Anyways.
You're
That's
telling me
probably a
your
record.
fat ass jumped 10 feet.
What if it was like a rat that fell out of the ceiling and like hit you in the shoulder, and you just felt like a little hand that hit you or something?
It was not, but I appreciate you trying to comfort me. Like, I like that better.
It was not.
I'm not kidding anyway. I'm not kidding either, because like my
Why is
fucking
it every time B mentions Crazy Uncle Jim, there's always a rat involved?
That's the first time I ever heard a rat. What are you talking about, man? Fucking hot stuff.
I think it's the first time he's ever bothered talking to you.
You talking about me and B are like best friends, dog. We're like this, dog. We're homies, dog.
Oh shit, my cat's still outside.
You drive a fucking Kawasaki. Notice I said drive again because it's a fucking Kawasaki.
Okay.
You know that Kawasaki's have built-in dildos on all of their seats now, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what, Evan? Guess what? You own a Harley, which I commend you for.
Evan, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
But you know what? I own a fucking square body. Is that not fucking? I have a 1974 square body. Is that not with an LS2 029 that I'm about to slap in it? Like, that's at least worth something, man. Like,
Right, but
yeah.
you started the conversation off with I own a Kawasaki. Everything after that is just like not cool.
listen, you say
It's like
I'm a proud owner of a fucking square body Chevy, and I have an LS motor, and I'm about to drop on that bitch. Like,
you know, you drive a Kawasaki. The square body makes you kind of like the fucking Caitlyn Jenner of the trannies. Like you know, there's something that used to be okay, but now it's all fucked up.
Hey, at least your square body is from the year I was born.
It's sort of like driving like a high.
You really that fucking old, man?
But
Yeah,
it's still
I'm that old.
You don't look it. No homo.
What'd you do?
Put them off.
Me.
So let's talk about Dave Javey.
Yeah, fuck that guy,
The
right?
taper.
He's
Let
not
me ask you
smart.
Evan, who do you think's gonna fucking win, especially if Dave Chafee comes in fucking pissed?
Dave Javey.
Yeah. And I fucking want Devin to win, but everybody doesn't fucking get it. I'm like, listen.
I don't want Devin to win. He's
Listen.
pissing me off. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He's banned from Arm Gods. Fuck that guy.
Wait, I thought that was a joke. He's not really banned from Arm Gods,
No,
is
he's
he?
actually banned from the event.
No, he's
Why?
not.
What
Yes,
did
he
do?
is. He is banned from the event. He is not allowed inside during the event. His wife and his son will be pulling matches at the event.
Why?
and
What
He's
did
not
he
allowed
do?
in.
Really?
Can I ask you- Hey, can I
Devin's
ask?
just a dickhead.
They're not going to
They'll
agree to
stop him.
that.
They'll
Hey, let
stop
me ask-
Devin.
I
from
promise
entering the-
you, not only will they have. And they love the idea too. Like
They
that
stopped
fucking
Devin
dickhead
from
needs to get put in
entering-
his place. This is fantastic.
You're not
I mean,
willing
I
to
want
say
him
what
there.
it
I want
was,
him in my
though?
corner. Fuck.
I'm really stoned. I'm not gonna ask you again, but I was just curious what he did. But it's all good.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that.
I said I was just curious about what it is he did to get kicked out. But if you're not willing to talk about it, I understand.
He's just being Devin. You know, Devin's Devin. Look, Devin's my friend. You
Yeah.
know, we're buddies.
But he did something to piss you
I
off?
just think he's a dickhead.
I didn't know. I only met the man once, and he had kind words to say to me, but I don't know the man. I don't know the man at all. I do have his phone number, though. Called him like a couple days ago, but he didn't answer.
What'd you call him?
When? To like fucking 2 days ago.
Sorry, never mind.
Called him like 2 days ago. And the only reason I
Call him
did
right
was
now.
because-
Call him right now. See what he says.
So
You
so
think you're the answer? Should I?
who does Alden have a match against?
We haven't figured that out yet, but we're gonna find somebody from Ireland or fucking one of those shit eaters to come over and pull.
What about that Connor guy? How much does he weigh?
Uh,
Kind of
he's actually strong, so we can't put him up against Larry.
Can I say something? Can I say something to Meta real quick? Meta, listen here. He says I'm torn between you and Devin. Dude, I don't even fucking know Devin. I'm just a fan of his. But I would consider Evan my friend now. You know, Evan's cool, man. But anyways, fuck you for even asking me that question, man.
Look,
Bitch.
Crazy Uncle Jim, if this helps you out with making your decision on that,
I'll do a bit.
I promise you that neither Devin nor Evan gives two fucks about you.
Yeah, that's what I love about you, man. That's awesome. That's cool, man. Appreciate that.
Evan's just a blowhard.
big
He's a big
kid.
cuddly teddy bear. He loves everybody.
I know who he is. I wouldn't be a fan of him if I didn't know who the fuck he was.
I mean, it's hard to be a fan when he doesn't win an arm wrestling match, but still.
Hey, Crazy Uncle Jim, I want you to see this. See that?
Okay. That's your-
that right there. That's
something?
for you.
Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate
That
that.
hand should be handing me beer, but my hand is so busy giving you the finger, telling you to fuck off, that I don't even have a beer. So my hatred for you is just growing for every minute I don't have a beer because you.
I
need to
don't
get
like how he has more hair than me.
Who, me?
What are all those pipes? Oh, is that your like air conditioner or something?
He's
Big
got
dick?
way better hair than me, and I don't like that anymore.
That is what happens whenever you have a high-end new house. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, see, the new beer hand, my daughter's better beer hand than my
Why are you
buddy
drinking
because
that?
she even opens it for me. But all that piping, you see how it's done nice and nice and smooth and straight and everything's all lined up. That's because he's just flashing that money around. He can afford fancy people doing his work.
I bet you B could afford to live somewhere.
Yeah, too bad you can't.
God damn.
I'm such a
Brutal.
fucking great father. My daughter comes
Brutal.
over saying, housing market in this area is like real shit. And they want you to pay $2,000 for like a closet inside of somebody else's bedroom.
Bedroom closet.
And there's
Shared
just nowhere to live. You
bathroom.
can't find a fucking place. And $2,000 a month for a closet's really what you're getting. So she came here to give me the sob story, hoping that dad's going to be like, well, if you have to, you can move back here. Except she forgets that I was there at her wedding and I don't have to deal with your shit anymore. You're not my problem. We gave that shit away. So, it's just, it feels really good for me to be able to truly be a cunt again. You know, it's been a while since I was really able to tell her to go fuck herself. And
I'm
I
gonna
enjoy it.
kill myself again, probably.
Fuck, you suck at things so bad, you're going to fuck that up too.
Can I say something to Devin's forearm real quick?
You're dumb.
Well, say it.
Okay. Well, Devin,
You notice
I
how people are talking? That's like a place for you
Cool.
that you could say it. Like,
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Devin's forum. I went to one of his seminars, and let's just say I was a bad enough man to get the dude's attention. And he signed my motorcycle, and he gave me his number, and yeah, man, it was badass. And it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube on Polar Magazine's channel. It was August 25th, and it's on YouTube. So if you go to Polar's channel,
okay, but did you call him?
I called him one time, but I've texted him a few times.
Why did you call him right now? Why did you call him right now?
You want me to call him?
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
What?
You leaving?
Okay. Hold on.
You leaving? Sweet.
Drive safe.
What if but I'm on my phone right now, but how do I do that? Hold on. Should I call?
Figure it out. Figure it out. Did you
Okay,
want
well,
to see pictures?
hold on.
Because I don't like care about your car, but I ruined
If
my
you
license
call him,
today.
you got to tell him that he's allowed into the Armed Gods
Get a
event.
text message from you.
Is that true? Why would he even answer? He'd probably be like, "Who the fuck?" I don't know. But
It's also 11:30.
it's 11:30.
Yeah.
11:32.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking sleep. He's a fucking vampire.
Okay, well, I'm currently on my
Two
phone.
things I know about Devin that are true. He does not sleep.
I'm
That's
currently
why.
on my phone. I'm currently on my
Fuck
phone.
time. Fuck time.
Yeah, if you can't make a call while you're on the phone.
Well, I could, but I have to switch it to my laptop. But I don't know if maybe I'll just switch it to my laptop. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me switch.
Hey, here's the thing we all need to take note of. Big B's training to get ready to crack that wrist back on Rob Frampton.
Yo, what am I supposed to say to him?
He's training. Oh, he is training
am I
at
supposed to
this
say?
momento.
Ask him if he can verify Evan's claim that he's barred from the Armed Gods event.
Yeah, I gotta start training.
Okay, should I just? Okay, hold on.
I wanna
I gotta switch the
I
thing.
wanna put muscle where my mouth is. I wanna
I
get
gotta go
strong.
on the Zoom call on my laptop.
And
Oh wait, there we go. Switch. I'm switching now.
for me,
I'm doing gymming on my table. And I practice twice a week. I'm gonna fuck that, bro. I'm gonna fuck that guy up. And I'm gonna make Paul give my arsehole a peck. That fucking dirty cunt lip fucking bitch.
Hey, did you hear about what happened up to Paul Maiden, Big B?
Nobody cares.
Please tell me go
I'll
like hit
show
by
you
a
the
bus or
tattoo if you'd like. Fuck Paul Maiden.
Palma blah blah.
If we get hit by a bus or something, that'd be good news.
No, I think Dean Bolt said he tore his left biceps tendon earlier today.
Oh, that's too bad.
Participating in a hay bale throwing contest.
Oh, what a chump. What a fucking chump. The guy can't throw a punch, let alone a fucking hay bale without throwing his fucking his arm out. A little fucking bitch.
Damn it! I think I smoked all the hash out of
Woo.
the.
Oh, B, you've got people talking shit on you in the comments.
Oh yeah? They can
Oh
suck
man,
my
the
ass.
schmo, he don't like you so much.
What?
It's not too much, pretty good.
I don't see anything the schmo has said.
I wouldn't talk like that about B.
Doesn't sound like the schmo I know.
No, I think he's talking about. You talking about he's got something weird growing in that beard? I think he's talking about Crazy Uncle Jim. Is that what you're talking about?
So my internet sucks. I didn't hear anything you said.
You talking about the weird stuff growing in the beard? I think he's talking about Crazy Uncle Jim.
Well, fuck that guy.
So are you being nice to the beer daughter since she's on site?
And that was a betting man.
I
would
don't
say
ever
no.
want to be nice to her because if I'm nice, then she wants to come over again, and all she does is steal my fucking food and be an asshole. So I try to never be nice so that she avoids me as much as possible.
He's actually really nice to me. This is all just a play for the. Sorry.
So why is it I
Acting?
haven't seen you since the last time you were here during a live and you stole all my food?
All
I
acting.
steal all of it. I took
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left you stuff.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I fucking fed the kids on the fucking 13 cans that you left in the fucking cupboard. None had labels. It was like, what do we have for supper tonight? I was like, I don't know, mystery can. Let's go.
It's a surprise.
100 kids.
So I think that Crazy Uncle Jim is just full of shit. Devin has no idea who he is. Hold on.
What could be interesting?
It'll put battery.
Oh,
Silence is the silence is really something.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Of course you can.
Listen to the silence. So okay, what's your prediction for the Dave Chafee Devin match, David?
yeah, that's bad.
Well, Dave Chafee, well, it seems like he's been training. I don't know. Like, when is that supposed to happen again?
Gosh, it's only in like less than a month now, isn't it?
Safer.
Is it right hand?
Yeah.
Dave Chafee, I know, has been training hard, but my gold would be on Devin.
Yeah, I think Devin's I think he's going to try to make a statement since he fucked around and also got fucked around by the refs in that Gennady match. So
I mean, Dave Chafee's a very strong opponent, but yeah, if Devin can make a statement, this would be a good time. If he could slam him or make him quit, that's what I'm talking about.
I'd be interested to see if he can top if Devin can top roll him like just right off the bat, just almost flat, like really quick pin him with a top roll, like Ravaz did.
You're not my fucking dad. What do you figure?
I know
Fucking mom?
Devin's
You're
gonna
not my
probably take it. He's
dad
gonna
either.
like.
Actually, I am your dad.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Oh, wait.
Myself. Oh, so now B's in the chat, but he wasn't when it meant something.
He's in the chat. He was fucking ignoring you like we all do. I don't see how this is so hard to fucking get.
Whatever.
Apparently, you got all fucking 7 of your IQ points from your mother. Anyways,
Damn it. Hey, how old is Beer Daughter? Is she your oldest child?
Uh-uh.
were you guys talking about the Devin and Chafee match?
Wait, don't.
Yeah. Yes.
They were. We were.
Because I would like to make a bet with Big B about how badly Devin's going to get fucking smoked.
You think Davey? You think Chafee's just gonna fucking 1, 2, 3 bang?
What kind of bet we talking here?
I don't know, fucking name your stakes. Like I'll tell you this, B.
Won't win out.
I
don't
just
think
know
Dave
that
will
Devin
win
is
all- I don't think Dave
absolutely
will win all of
washed
them.
up. He does not have another win left in his fucking tank.
Devin?
So name the stakes.
Okay. Oh man, oh, I need a mistake. I'll have to think about
Do
it.
we
I'll
want to
think
go
about it.
monetary value on the bet, or do we want to do something fucked up?
So, I
Like
mean,
maybe
I'm gonna have to-
you gotta walk around with a half a beard for a while.
I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. I smoked copious amounts of backwoods in the last like 4
Okay,
hours.
we're gonna have to revisit this, and we'll let the
It's on the
audience
bulletin
know
board.
what we
Put
came
a
up with.
thumbtack in it. We'll put a thumbtack in it for sure.
Look, just whatever
You put a
terms you're
thumbtack
coming
in
up
what?
with, just know that I'm saying yes, because Devin's fucking done.
When is the match?
His days of the dinner are fucking over.
What date? What date is it?
It's not relevant. Doesn't matter. Devin loses his next match, the one after that, and the one after that.
No, I'm just
and
asking.
I don't even know who his opponents are.
It's relevant to like what I'm thinking about. So, what date is Devin's match again?
Hold on, I want to look and see. Is that number 7? No. That'd be number 8, right? East versus West
My
8.
internet sucks, so I can't hear fucking garbled robots.
Well, Evan, I don't think Devin's done yet.
What date is the
No,
tape for that?
I've never ever put any thought into the credibility of what your thoughts are. Anything that you think, I just assume is fucked anyways.
Oh,
The
fuck
only
yeah.
thought you've ever had that I agreed with was I should try Sparkle Puff.
Huh.
Well, oh, at least we're staying on the. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I still have yet to get.
And we both
started.
think Fraser Gill was an awesome dude.
Absolutely, man. I loved him. I didn't know.
I got a piss.
Oh no, it's
I'll
king
be
of the
right
table.
back.
I didn't know he was gone. Today is the first I heard that Fraser Gill passed away. I did not know that. And he
It's that
was
king of the table. It's not East versus West. It's
was a good buddy. He was a good buddy. I can't believe that Evan mentioned his name tonight, and then I found out he was dead.
Huh.
It's just, well, it's a little heavy duty because I got to go bury my mother on Saturday. So it's like all this death everywhere.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Your dad's gone pee, so I figured I'd take over.
You're jumping in the master seat, huh?
Yep.
Is it
I'm not going
moist?
on camera,
Is
though.
the seat moist? It seems like it'd be moist.
So, everyone vote for the worst arm wrestler on the count of 3.
Just in general or in this chat?
In general. Ready?
In general.
1, 2, 3. Evan.
Beer
Travis
man.
Bacon.
How do you vote on what kind of vote?
Travis
What are the
Bagels.
parameters?
He's
Do
coming back, so it's been nice knowing
I
you all.
click on something on the computer?
Get out
or
of
on
my fucking
the
house.
internet?
Get out of my
We need
house.
more rules.
Get the
Rules
fuck
need
out.
to be
Oh, hold
laid
on.
out.
I
Rules
gotta
need
mute
to be
myself.
laid
I'm beating
out.
the
This is
fuck out of her.
bullshit.
There's some domestic going on. Stay tuned, everybody. You see Beer Daughter in the chat. Be like, yeah,
Remember
I'm still using the
here
internet from
until you find a
outside.
place?
He's a scumbag.
Yeah, that's absolutely fucking not a real thing. You are definitely not allowed to live here. Your husband can. And you can fucking set up a tarp underneath the fucking porch. Fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck out of my house.
Thanks, Spermy.
That's love. That's love right there.
Friends.
So that old lady moved out.
King of the table 7.
Yeah, I really don't want to have that conversation right now. Like, we're live.
Unmuted.
No, I definitely unmuted so everybody could hear that I'm a terrible father.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been worse.
So go.
Is that the wrong thing to say? Or?
I told you all, if I ever had to beat somebody during a live, I would mute the mic, close the camera, so there would never
June
ever
24th.
be proof.
Okay.
And I did not hit her, allegedly.
Mine
Okay,
has
so-
a lot of screws.
Oh, entire fucking brain is a bruise.
All right.
The best part
There you go.
about you ran down the crack of your mother's ass.
Why
Damn.
are you so mean to me?
Are you
If your
talking-
mother knew how to swallow, my life wouldn't suck so bad.
That's
You shut up.
If I didn't hate condoms, I wouldn't have these problems to deal with you.
I'm the best
What?
thing
Why?
that's ever happened to your life. So
You literally are why I tell the rest of my kids to use condoms. You should have been tied into a knot and thrown in the garbage a long time ago.
Oh,
So, yeah. That was
Hello.
So I'm actually a good person. I would, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm a fuckhead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We're all just playing characters, right? Like none of that's real.
Yeah. Interesting. Very.
So B, you
interesting.
are gonna still hold true with that when you said you're gonna pay her first and last, so she doesn't have to be here anymore, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could use a beer hand. I
So
don't know.
am I.
It's an expensive beer hand.
Yeah, my internet connection is as unstable as my daughter.
Interesting.
So
Very
if you go to the Core Sports page and you look at the King of the Table 7,
It's June 24th.
it's funny because they have Ingen and Coach Ray in the back, and they look like they're bigger and taller than everybody else.
Like, you could-
James,
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
the fucking YouTube volume off, you dumb fat fuck.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, fuck. Hold on, my bad.
What'd you say to me?
Hold on.
Fuck me? No, fuck you.
Did that?
What?
That good?
What?
Is that good? Is it echo gone?
I don't hear any echo. Echo.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, poor dear daughter.
I
It's a
thought it
wonder
was
you can
funny,
function
man.
at all.
Right? I
I
was
thought it was funny that I did. There is no
Well,
echo.
Spurby's ass is creepy is clearly fucking stupid because you clearly can't function. You're like a low functioning.
Low functioning.
So
That's not very
happy.
nice.
Well, we don't know who he's talking to.
Well, you don't need to move until July. Why the fuck are you moving until tomorrow?
I don't want to be there anymore.
I don't want you to be here.
Yeah, you do.
I want to go now.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You clean my apartment? You
No.
can go to my place. 'cause
Why
can't
would I
work.
want you to be here when you do shit like that?
I picked a fluff off your nose so you look like
It's
a fucking
embarrassing. You can't embarrass me in front of my friends. God,
My God.
I don't even know them. They're the only friends I have, and you can't embarrass me in front of them like that. You know why you were picked last on the dodgeball team?
Because I have you as a father.
No, because nobody wants you.
Oh, look, Big B's gone. He must be transferring money to my bank account.
That's exactly why Big B's not there right now.
Oh, where'd Big B go? He just disappeared.
Oh, he had to go down to the bank to transfer money into my daughter's account.
That she's not homeless, which all of you guys can contribute to as well. I'll put my e-transfer in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. Put all your banking information. Probably put your social security number and stuff like that in there too.
Oh,
Always a good idea.
they can just send me money.
Let's go.
Good
There
idea.
you go, buddy. There you go.
It's actually just water. He's a pussy.
Have a sip then.
No, I'm driving.
Have a sip.
No. Just in case.
You're driving. I think
Water's
you're here now.
when you're driving. You can
Shit.
just
You just said I couldn't. Can you just decide?
No, I said I don't want you to.
Oh, is that beer?
I didn't say you couldn't. I said I don't want you to.
So I
Am I
can't.
still?
Did you just make a cocktail with fucking beer and I've done that before, Crown Royal and fucking
Hear me
R and
out.
R.
You let me move in this
Boilermaker.
weekend, I'll clean it at the back.
Boilermaker.
I made a cocktail with fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon and fucking Crown Royal, and I was like, oh,
That
But can I
sounds
just
like
finish what I'm doing
that
down
sounds
here?
very bad.
Bang that one
I
out.
paid $300 for my room.
it wasn't
and
actually bad at all. I literally blacked out and woke up in a bush in the park, and then I went to school. And I went to school, right?
And then it tasted like my own.
By school, I mean home, because I was.
I'll cook for the kids. I'll cook for you guys.
I'd rather enjoy the food I eat.
Hey, Big B, have them.
You just don't like the
treat-
food I cook because I
you-
have vegetables.
Honey, you can move back home, but you need to stop talking to me for one. You also are never allowed to cook for me.
You just don't like the vegetables because you don't want to grow up big and strong.
Right. I don't
You're
like
the
eating
vegetable.
vegetables because the fucking spokes of the wheels always get caught in my teeth.
Remember the
Worst
one-
part about eating a vegetable is trying to put them back in the chair when you're done.
I like vegetables, but only certain kinds.
No.
when you
Yeah,
didn't
the
cook the rice?
I try.
You ever try eating chicken fried rice? And literally none of it was fucking cooked. The chicken got up, grew feathers back, and walked away, and the fucking rice was crunchy. It was bullshit.
Well, speaking of crunches, I think Roy just came back from having a crunch.
It's funny you said that, Evan, because I did eat raw chicken. My fucking
Raw-
coworker.
You
My
ate raw
coworker-
chicken, man.
Yep, and pork. It was carne asada and like fucking chicken. But I came to work.
But
And
like
my,
some kind of sushi or
Listen, the dump truck driver, he was Mexican and he
dump-
spoke English, kind of,
dump
but not
truck.
very well. And he gave me a bag of meat with like that had been seasoned with peppers and stuff like that. And he said meal.
How
meal.
many
And I'm
times
like,
have random people just given you their bag full of meat?
just one time, but
Here's the
he's
bag
my good
full of
friend.
meat.
His name is Raul. But
And
anyways,
you were only
Raul-
ever in jail, never prison, right?
But there
Never
was
prison,
peppers
no.
in it. There was peppers in it.
But anyways, it was like a seasoned thing. And he's a dump truck driver, so he's like, I go to the job site to run my equipment and I like make myself a fucking burrito.
I'm
and
seeing
I
red
start-
flags.
And I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I had a few shots and I had like I was stoned, I was high, I was like just starving, and like I threw that burrito, I threw back that whole entire burrito, man. I ate like a half pound of this shit, but I was like, that tasted weird. It didn't taste like meat. It tasted like pepper before. I'm like, what was that shit? And then I actually like took the meat out of it and washed it with water, and I'm like, dude, fuck, that's raw chicken. And that's raw
How is it
pork.
that you are possibly the most fucked up person I know?
Anyways, I called Raul and I'm like, Raul, I'm like, was that cooked?
Could almost equate with that.
And
No, man.
he's like, I was like, was it raw? And we're having a little bit of a language barrier, but he finally said, oh, no, eat. And I'm like, fuck, I already ate like a half pound of it. He's like, no, you need to cook it. And I'm like, damn it. Anyways, 45 minutes later,
Did
I
you
was
get one of them
fucking,
special nose? Weird.
well, dude, 45, dude,
How
there
the
was
fuck are you
habanero
still
in there.
alive?
Dude, there's
Like, you've got the
habanero
fucking
in there.
IQ of a frozen baked potato. How are you still alive? Do you know how to feed yourself? Anyways, I got to address something that's in the fucking chat here. Meta, who the fuck are you? And why do you want to see my daughter on a BBC? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, man.
What the fuck are you
This is
talking
all
about?
fucked up.
Meta thinks my lashes look cute.
What the fuck?
Clearly, Meta's a fucking idiot.
Thanks. Don't they look nice though?
What is that, your fucking spare account? Are you trolling yourself?
Do I have autism?
You have eyelashes?
Man, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? You must be a
Does
fucking.
anybody else
special
think this
fool.
entire show is absolute shit? We should just end it?
Yeah, can you kick me right now? I love you. I'll see you next week. Can you kick me now? Please.
David, you're not
Yeah,
going in.
yeah, I could definitely do that. I would actually
Love
really
you.
enjoy doing that
I
because
love
I
you.
don't want to talk to you anymore tonight, Dave.
See you later, Dave.
Oh, my internet's so bad, I'm not even allowed to kick people. This is fucking awesome.
No.
Oh, this is
I
fucking
think he's gone. I
fantastic.
don't see him.
I think the only person I'm going to keep on the show is Roy Baker because he's still taking a shit.
He's been gone for 45 minutes.
Yeah, no. Roy's actually a really great guest whenever he's not in his chair and we can look at all of the weird things in his fucking closet. Hey, Crazy Uncle Jim, I want you to know that you drive a Kawasaki and you should really be ashamed of every decision you've made in your life that's brought you to driving a Kawasaki. And I will take my smashed up Harley that I can't ride over your piece of shit. I truly mean this. I want you to go fuck yourself.
See you later.
B, if you didn't terrify me, I would say something terrible to you too. But maybe just say goodbye to everybody.
Peace,
Bye,
peace.
Bee. Bye, Bee.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
All right. Show